Stallion Yang fan, good morning, buddy. How are you doing? How are you today? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. On the nose. On the nose. Now you know what we need to do there, Emeka. And will you be here when the stream starts, Emeka? Still hungover from too much food. Well, that's never a bad thing, is it? Excellent. Excellent. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Indeed you do. Oh, you're working on new tracks. Excellent. Can we use it on string? Oh, only for me. Oh my. Cannot wait to hear those tracks, buddy. They're always awesome, the ones you make. So looking forward to it. And looking forward to the stream, by the way. Yes, indeed, I do. Well, I'm glad you're here, buddy. Italian Yank fan, thank you very much for being here. And yeah, you are the inspiration, actually, of this stream. Funnily enough, you are the inspiration. You're the inspiration. Yeah, okay, I know that was bad, yeah. Wow, just... wow. Alpha 1, good to see you. Awold, how are you doing? And I hope you guys are ready for this stream. Well, I know Awold is. He's ready to burn me to the ground with everything I'm doing wrong. So, hope you guys are ready. Get in your seats. Put your seats in an upright position because here we go. Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. How are you doing this Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Yes, the weekend is coming. Finally, finally. And today we are very, very fortunate because we have a sponsored stream. Yes, today we are sponsored by Thrustmaster to show off their TCA pack and by Flight Sim Webshop. And we are going, actually we were talking about this on the stream, on the Discord channel mostly because Italian Yank fan, one of our guys here in the chat, he is slowly transitioning to from GA to commercial. And we were talking about this, how cool it would be. Obstinus, good to see you. There is no flight plan yet, Obstinus. I will be adding that flight plan while in progress. I'm showing you everything, how it works. This is a stream meant for the absolute beginner, but if you want to fly along, you can. So I will be creating the flight plan as we go, and it is really easy. The only thing you need to do is actually enter it in SimBrief. You cannot fly along in a GA plane today. Simply not possible. We are going to fly commercial. What? Shoni is going commercial? What's going on? Yes, I'm going commercial today. So it's, what happened to your world flight plan? It's still there. We flew it on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So yesterday and the day before that. Next week we're flying that again. But today is a special flight because today we are doing a sponsored stream. As I said, we're showing off the TCA pack because of Black Friday and stuff like that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an absolute beginner stream. We're going to fly the fly-by-wire developer version, not the stable, but the developer version. There's a reason for that. So yeah, I was about to say, that's funny. Oh, it's like fly-by-wire. Yeah, it's the fly-by-wire. Yeah, I specifically chose the fly-by-wire version because I thought that the standard version from the Neo isn't that great, let's face it. The fly-by-wire version is a lot better, and the A310 is a little too much for beginners. So we're doing the fly-by-wire. We're starting up with the fly-by-wire. A complete cold and dark, and we are flying indeed to France. We're taking off from Finkenwerken in Hamburg. That is the Airbus factory in Hamburg. And we will be flying to Toulouse, the Airbus factory in Blagnac. And that is so we're flying from Airbus to Airbus. Pretty cool. Cool flight, 2 hours. Really, really nice. We're flying over Europe again. Nice scenery. It's good weather currently, so that's a good thing. That's easy for him to say. It is, it is. There was already one. Is this man German? No. Obstinus, I am Dutch, but ich spreche Deutsch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. So, yeah. Echo Delta Hotel India. Oh, sorry. That's true. That's true. I'm going to show you everything. First things first. What we are going to do today is the following. Boop. We're going over there. That's the flight we're going to do today. That is the flight we're going to do today. Oh yeah, the Redeem. Did you ride your bike in the winter in the snow? No, I did not. I own a bike. I don't ride a bike. So you get all sweaty with riding bikes and stuff. I own a car. I'm a normal human being, you know. I'm even if I'm Dutch. So yeah. All right. That is the plan that we're doing today. But what are we showing off? We are showing off this. Oh. The joystick right there. I will show you a little bit. That is the joystick that accompanies it. This is the TCA flight pack from Thrustmaster. We are today, as I said, a sponsored stream. So Thrustmaster was kind enough through Flight Sim Webshop to sponsor this for us, and we are testing it out today. I've wanted to test this stuff out for a long, long time. So I'm really glad I got my hands on it, and I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised, my friends. I am pleasantly surprised. It's pretty, it works pretty okay, actually, too. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is the joystick that is based on the T16000. Very comparable, actually, to the T16000, as you can see. Other than the top part here, that is a little bit different. Very good joystick, very stable. Not much to say about it other than great thing. I own one myself, love it to death. So yeah, the throttle pack itself, it consists of two parts. You have the main throttle pack, which is basically It's this part. So the middle pack, that is the basic throttle pack right here. You have the throttle, you have the engine controls here, but you can also get the add-on quadrant right there. The Flying J-Dog, we don't have a flight plan yet. I'm going to create it while we are in play. Everyone is going to see it, so yeah. I have the T16000 look the same, just different color. Yeah. Well, there is a slight difference. This part right here, sorry, hard to see, but the part right here at the top, that is a little bit different actually. And you can either set this left or right-handed, so you can switch this to your heart's content as you can with the T16000. Same thing, but this is a little bit different right here at the top. That's the only thing, by the way, the only thing I could find. Now, the extended quadrant, you actually get access to the flaps, which is nice. It has the click system. Very nice click system. You click it immediately. And of course the brake, which has the click system as well. You have a very tiny but very functional gear lever right here. You have the auto brake knob right here. So in this, it's a bit hard to see, but there it is. This is the auto brake knob right there. Do a bathtub stream, yeah, indeed. The parking brake, very nice as well. And you have the rudder right here. So that's also very nice. Rudder adjustments. But yeah, other than that, hey Shoni, for the add-on pack, does that attach to the throttle pack or just sits outside? The add-on pack attaches at the bottom with 2 wires to the throttle pack. So you only, let me show this at the back, you only have 1 wire going in. See? And it attaches at the bottom right there. Handy. Handy. So you can actually screw this down, but I haven't because this is a test version. This will be sent back. But yeah. Oh, and also you have the call button right here as well. Nice. There is a call button. Ping pong. There it is. Did he just say ping pong? Yeah, it did. So yeah, that's the pack. It's really good. There is of course the buttons on the side. It has the click at the for the thrust reversers right there. But also making sure that you cannot pull it through, so you have to pull it up and then pull it through. Very nice stuff. This is very, very cool stuff, and we will be testing this in flight today. We will be testing this in flight today. You will see more of this. But that means that we also, of course, have to make a flight plan, and that is where everything starts if you're doing commercial. Everything starts doing commercial starts with, in my case, SimBrief. Now, SimBrief recently has been purchased by Navigraph, but it's still free. And I highly, highly suggest that you guys get your hands on, make a free Navigraph account for SimBrief, and then simply use it to your heart's content. It's still free. So in this case, you can see this is my username. Yes, I have not blocked this out. You can actually enter my username in a bit in your system and load up that SimBrief, and you will actually load up the SimBrief layout that the SimBrief layout that I made for today, and it will load straight into your plane as well. So you don't actually have to follow me. You can just type in Shoni Gaming as a SimBrief name and then load it up. But I suggest that you create your own account. Please do so. Now, once you have your own account, there are a few things you need to do. First of all, you need to add a airframe. Now, as you can see, I have created several airframes right here. What you can do is simply click on a new airframe, select from an extensive list of planes an airframe that you own, and add that to your collection. For instance, we also have the Beaver. I can collect that, click proceed. Then you see the new airframe right here, save aircraft. Airframe has been saved. Now, if I go to my fleet, the Beaver should show up. Where is that thing? Yep, there it is. That's the Beaver right there, DHC2. So this is basically a list of all your airframes that you have available. In my case, I have the Phoenix, for instance, but I have a whole lot more in there. Now, once you added your actual plane, in this case, what you want to add is the A320 320-251N. That's the one you want. Hello, buddy. Kingsman, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So this is the one that you want to... Hey, why isn't this showing up? This is the one that you want to add. You can see it right now. The A20N... You cannot see the scroll down menus. That's interesting. I will redeem that hydrate. Now, I don't need to add it. I already have that airframe in my... Oh, Amica! Yeah! I almost forgot. Almost forgot. I was off to the races immediately and I almost forgot. Amica. My brother, my dude. My brother from another mother. Amica had his birthday yesterday. Yes, my friends. Yes. Let's give a little bit of good vibes to our great friend Amica. And you know what's coming up, buddy. You know what's coming up. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Here it comes, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amica. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I'm never telling Joey my birthday. Yes, because I will serenade you. I will serenade you. Happy birthday, buddy, and I hope many, 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 many years to come. Jack Zale, indeed, red card. Yeah, well, that never gets a red card. That never gets old. It never gets old. Indeed, it does. Hope you have a wonderful birthday, my friend, and many, many more years. Both, of course, you and your family, and here with us as well. So yeah, all right, now back to business. Where were we? There, we were creating a flight plan. I missed my birthday earlier this month. Do you want it, Italian Yang fan? I will serenade you. I will serenade you. All right. Hey, Barbecue Beef, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? All right. We created, of course, now the... we entered the... No, it's okay. There's a SimBrief profile on the doc website linked above. Excellent, excellent, exactly. And what we are going to do today is we are going to create a flight. So we actually added a airframe to our saved airframe. This is our fleet. And now we can, from here, we can start to create a flight. So what we are going to do is we're going to click on a new flight plan right there. This will open up what you see right here. Generate flight, new flight plan, save flight, or close flight. Now, it already states right here a few things. It already filled in a few things right here. This is not as daunting as it looks. If you look at the first time, you go like, what is going on here? But it's not that bad, actually. First of all, the airline, you can create that yourself if you want to. You can create that for yourself. So in our case, that could be SNG. That could be SNG. Shoney Gaming 0172. Get it? 172? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. The departure, that will be... Am I logged in or am I logged out, by the way? No, I am logged in. Okay, so we are going to fly from Echo Delta. I'm not saying this correctly. I keep saying this, I think. Yeah, Echo Delta Hotel India to Lima Bravo Foxtrot Oscar. I made a mistake. Let me look it up. Hulu. Lima Foxtrot Bravo. It's Lima Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar. Yeah, that's better. All right, that's it. Yeah, Lima Bravo Foxtrot Alpha. Good lord, I'm such a noob. Now we are going to select our airframe, which will be the A320 that we added earlier to our flight plan. It's right here, and it's already starting to fill out stuff. You can change the layout right here for instance, different different companies, stuff like that. You can change the units from kilograms to pounds. I'm using pounds currently. I'm just using pounds because I set everything to pounds, and I think it's default. It's in pounds if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Just further below than the default planes, but most developers have custom profiles tailored to their plane. You have to save. Exactly, yeah. All right, reserve fuel. I'm adding 45 minutes of reserve fuel. Just to make sure. Now, if I scroll down, you can see a lot of this has already been filled out. You don't have to enter anything of this. It says, in this case, we have a departure runway of 23, and we have an arrival runway of 23 left. These are the actual open current going for the holds. No, I'm not. These are actually airports that are, or runways that are currently in use there. Taxi out is 20 minutes, taxi in 8 minutes. I'm just leaving everything else to auto or standard, not changing anything. Now, there is a caveat here. If you own Navigraph, this will be your current AREC cycle. And an AREC cycle is basically, I'm not exactly sure what the averberation stands for, but I know it's the FAA checks the charts each and every time to make sure everything is up to date, and it releases, all right, these charts are currently now up to date, this is why we use them. All right, so that it means that it's completely checked and everything should be working in order. The current cycle. If you do not have Navigraph, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's automatically set. It's not an empty flight. No. Passengers on auto. Right here. So we have passengers. Trust me on this. So this route has been confirmed. And it means that we are flying, in this case, over the Netherlands, all the way down over Brussels, over Paris, and then to Toulouse, to Blagnac Airport right there. So yeah, I was being funny. Stealth Wolf, you are my passengers. You're flying along with me. Come on. Now, if you don't have Navigraph, exactly, red card. If you don't have Navigraph, that's not a bad thing. That's not, it's not the end of the world. You can simply use the latest AREC cycle that is available to you. Don't worry about that. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I will redeem that hydrate. So, now we have our flight plan. That is completely set right here. And now all we need to do is simply click Generate Flight. In this case, say yes. And there it is. We now have a saved flight plan in Simbri with an operational flight plan as well. So we have that right here. Now, this is usually a document with a lot of information. What you can do is actually press print version and it will open that up in a new window. There it is. That's the operational flight plan. Right here you have your cost index. Very low actually. We're flying very, very economical. What you have is wind directions right here. You have your flight steps. So in this case, we're going up to 380, which is very nice. Very high. You have your block fuel right here. Very important to know. Your reserve fuel right here, which is also very good to know. Your entire route. No, I'm saying this wrong. This is the entire route right here. So we have our airport, our runway, we have our stars, our SIDs. Then we are moving over to the airways. These are airways. Waypoints, airway, waypoint, and at a certain time you will see DCT. That means direct. And you go from waypoint to waypoint to waypoint. Now, this is very handy to know to check if your flight plan is correct, but I will show you an easier way to do it. I think it's default for 6 months old AirX, which is not usually that different. Yeah, no, it doesn't change that much over time. It doesn't change that much over time. That's true. Other thing, we have 185 souls on board. Pax means passengers. We have the payload right there if you want. 0 fuel weight. So all the information is right there. And then we have our complete flight plan step by step with wind directions. Also very handy to know. So you have flight levels and wind directions and stuff that you want to know. Also including things like what we're looking for actually is the top of climb, TOC. It means at this point we reach our top of climb at 380, right there. 380. I got confused with the discontinuity, and I'll show you what happens there, Italian Yang fan. Really easy. Really, once you get the hang of that, you're like, oh, you need to have that, what we call an aha-erlebnis. Which means like, oh, that's what it's for. Now, we also, of course, we have a top of climb, but that also means we have a top of descent. Which is right there. Thing is, the fly-by-wire plane does not have VNAV. You have to calculate your top of descent yourself and start the descent in the plane. I will show you how to do that during the flight, but keep in mind it will not descend by itself. It does not have VNAV. I think the experimental version does, but that's unstable, so yeah, that's not the one you want to use. We're going to use the calculator that is on the EFB, the electronic flight bag. But basically, this is your operational flight plan, and that's what we're going to use to program the MCDU in. No, the Phoenix does have VNAV. The Phoenix does have VNAV. Yeah, that works fine. Now, usually the thing is, once we have this, I'm going now back to SimBrief. There are two ways to integrate this. The first thing you can do is, if you want, you could use everything for free, and you could integrate this flight plan, for instance, into Little Navmap. Now, how do we go about that? What we do is we scroll down past this, and you can see all the ways you can download or a flight plan version. What we're looking for is the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 version. That's right here. I'm going to download that. Now, you guys will not be able to see that, but it already downloaded. So I'm opening that right here and moving that flight plan to a directory which I can easily access. So it will download it in your download directory. I'm moving it, in my case, to flight plan and then to other. And it will be called Echo Delta Hotel India Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar _MFS _ 25th of November 2022. It's a long name, but it works. Hey, Airspeed Live, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Now, once we have downloaded that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Little Navmap. Boop. There's Little Navmap. So this is Little Navmap. You can get this for free. There are links in the Discord channel where you can download this. This is absolutely free. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle the, from the tools section, I'm going to toggle Flight Simulator connection. Then, I'm going to File, Open Flight Plan. Unfortunately, you guys can't see this, but I'm loading up the flight plan that I just downloaded from, 1990 map. There is the flight plan. This is the actual flight plan that we will be using. Now you can see it's taken off from runway 23 and flying all the way down to Blagnac. But there is a thing right there. If we look at that, it's going directly into Blagnac, and that's not something we want. That's not something we want. So what we want to do, and I need to actually see how that works again. There is an option actually to add range traffic pattern, add a holding, add traffic pattern. No. Set it as destination, append. I need to... let me see. There is a way. Here. Show arrival procedures and approach procedures. Create an approach procedure. So what you do is you right click on the airport. In this case, Blagnac. That's Lima, Foxtrot, Bravo, Oscar. Then create approach. And you get a new menu. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame that we cannot see that. That's a shame. We are landing on... Going back. We need to go back. We are landing on... Landing on 32 left. It's because you share the app instead of the screen, yeah. And I can't change that quickly on the fly, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I cannot change that on the fly. So we're landing on 32 left. That is important to know. Switching back to little nav map. But if you click your right mouse button and create an approach, you will see the same thing. 32 left. Click OK. Right there. Now we can click on this again. And then show the arrival procedures. And we want the star 32 left, Nari. That's the one that we want. Show it on the map. That's the one we want. Yep. So we're headed to Lavku and then straight into Blagnac. That's basically what you can do. This is what you can do. So Dark Star flight from Bordeaux after. No. Once I'm done, I'm done. But this is how you actually enter it in little nav map. You can enter these procedures, but it's very... It's not that easy to do. It really isn't that easy. And that's the reason why I always say what we do is we try to do this in... we do this in the most easy ways, and that's with Navigraph. That is with Navigraph, but we're not there yet because we want some charts as well. So if we now go back, we have ChartFox here. You can simply go to chartfox.org. Make sure you have a VetSim account because you need to enter that. Unfortunately, for Hamburg, we don't have anything. It will not load. It's very hard to find charts on the internet. Just saying, it's very hard. For Blagnac, we do have actually charts. Yeah, it works. Let's just say it works. But I'm not convinced by them. So, yeah, it's... If you look at the approach, you can find the approach from runway 32 left. And you can find... Yeah, it's been buggy. It's really annoying, I know. And it's... I mean, I try to load stuff, but it's just not perfect enough. It's as I said, it's really hard to actually get a chart, get your hands on a chart. But if you find them, if you look for them, yeah. Don't worry about the Delta Vector. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening and have a great weekend, buddy. Have a great weekend. So yeah, it's really hard to find actually charts on the internet. But ChartFox is your best bet. ChartFox is unfortunately your best bet. Let me see. No, that is the RNAV approach. I don't want that. I want this one. Yeah, that's better. That's the one I'm looking for. So this is the approach. Yeah. As I said, it's It's not easy, but it is correct. You can, in a pinch, use it. You can, in a pinch, use it. Now, what I love to use is this. I'm closing off that. Turning that off. Navigraph. There we go. This is a paid subscription, but it's a great, great program. It's a great program. It costs you about $9 a month or $90 a year. And yeah, most large airports have charts on their website. Exactly. You have to go to the website. You have to look them up. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of work, especially if you're flying. Yeah, well worth it. Indeed, well worth it. In my humble opinion. So what we're going to do is we're clicking right here on flights, and then we are we're importing a flight. Now you can see right here, import from SimBrief. That is because I have a Navigraph account, and that account is also connected to my SimBrief account. So what I do is I do import from SimBrief. I select the current flight that we are flying. There it is. It's as easy as that. We already have access. No, SimBrief, Joe Fox, SimBrief is not built into the game. You have to have a SimBrief account. You have to, or a Navigraph account, which is free. And but it's just a website. It's basically a website, but it's recently been acquired by Navigraph. So if I wanted that same chart, there it is. This is the chart of that of the airport, Finkenwerder, right here. Finkenwerder, Echo Delta Hotel India. Exactly. Quite a lot, actually. I think quite a lot. All right, but we also have right here our departure. I can click that, and there is the chart as well. You can see how easy this is getting, right? Now, it was pretty hard. This is the route we are flying. We already have our transition altitude right here at 5,000 feet, which we know right now. Usually it tells us if we have to be above or below certain altitudes. In this case, we should be below 11,000 feet if we cross that point, but we're not. We're actually flying out here, so that's good. Hey, how are you doing? Captain Arash is raiding. Welcome, Captain Arash. Something weird today. We're doing a sponsored stream by Thrustmaster today. So yeah, really having fun with that, and we're going to fly a commercial flight for absolute beginners to from Finkenwerder Airport, which is the Airbus airport, to in Germany, to Blagnac, Toulouse, which is the Airbus airport in France, and we are now going to do that in the fly-by-wire developer version. So yeah, Bad Turtle, raid, exactly. Bad Turbulence, excuse me, Bad Turbulence. My humble apologies. So yeah, it's as you can see, you have easy access to all these charts, which are usually very hard to find on the internet themselves. So on the internets. So once we go down here, you can see the entire flight. It's going over Paris, all the way down to Toulouse, and then it says approaches available. Now, all that bother that you have to do with little nav map, watch how easy this becomes. All I need to do is select there. Now I know this is our approach right here from Iraq. So we have, from this point on, we need to select an approach. I want to do an ILS approach on runway 32 left, of course. So I can either select that one, that has some kind of weird notch in there, or I can select that one. I don't want to do an RNAV approach. We're going to do an ILS approach because this is a beginner's flight. This looks a little bit better. This is the one we want to use. So, Lavku. Add that to the route. Done. That's it. That's all I needed to do. I have here right now at the bottom my arrival. As soon as we hit Narak, we should be below 190. Why below? You see that tiny blue bar right there at the top? That says we need to be below it. Once we reach the point Lavku, we should be between flight level 110 and above flight level 80. Amazing for me. Good to see you, buddy. So this means that we should be either between. It could be, for instance, that we only had flight level 110 and two bars, one bar above it, one bar below it. It means that we had to be at exact that height. Exact that height. But in this case, we can be below, either between 11,000 feet and 8,000 feet. And then we start to make our turn towards the approach, which we can overlay as well. And here is the approach that we are doing to runway 32 left. We already have the localizer right there. So we have the ILS frequency. We have the minimums, right here. That is 697. That is one we have to watch out for as well. We need to be at 3,000 feet. How are you, sir? How are you doing? We need to be at 3,000 feet right here at 10.9. 10.9, we are entering to 7.9. We should be at 3,000 feet. And then the localizer or the ILS will be picked up by the plane and it will guide itself in there. So it's really, really that easy, actually. Keborg, good to see you. Thank you very much and welcome to the camera crew, buddy. Is that a little nav map in the Navigraph screen? Actually, no. I do not have Navigraph. I have it on, but it's not there. So it should not be there. Actually, do I have it on? No. This is just Navigraph. Thank you very much there, buddy. So it's really that easy. Once you have that, we only need to know what's going on the airport itself. And that is that button right there. That button right there. I can overlay that, of course, as well on the airport. And we now see the length of the runway. So we see that in feet. 9,925 feet or 3,025 meters. What button did you click to show the other approaches? Right down here. All right. Let me do that again. So we had this approach right here. I can actually remove that approach. Boop. So now it's back. You see down here at the bottom, right there, right here, beep, beep, right there, you see select. 16 approaches available. Select. And there you have immediately all your approaches. Now we know the way we are entering here. That's through Narak. So all I need to do... Hey, thank you very much for that sub there, Drunk Simming. What's up? How are you doing, buddy? So all we need to do now is... all we need to do now is either select one approach that we like. So we did not like the lower one, because that has that little quirky... turn in there. I don't get the map view, and I can't find how to get it. The map view, this is little nav map. So make sure you are on little nav map. Or no, sorry, not little nav map, Navigraph. My humble apologies. This is Navigraph, not little nav map, Navigraph. But you can do it in little nav map. It's just a lot harder to actually do this. But you can do it if you want to. All right. Now we have this set. Once you have this one selected, the one that you want, you add it to the route right there at the top, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now we have access to our to our charts and everything. At the top, you can see the entire flight as well, with all the waypoints. All everything you need to know, it's all up there. You can actually also, by the way, click up here for charts overlay. So you can do open chart if you want to, or overlay it as well. There are many ways to actually get get this information. Now there's another very cool trick in here as well, because we are now starting off from Finkenwerder Airport. If I click the information button, you see that right down there, there's a new window. And if I click open airport, aha, we get access to the charts. So I have all the charts here. We have access to procedures, if I should so want them. So we can see every procedure that is out there. But we also have access into information. For instance, we have the elevation information here. We have the runways here available. Aha, interesting. With all information. But also, live METAR information. Live METAR information as well. So that is very, very handy. All the comms frequencies, they're all there. You have easy access to them. Now, of course, most of us know who own Navigraph that there is an option actually to get a Navigraph screen integrated into Microsoft Flight Simulator. And they said it would not be able, it would take a long time to actually get this format into the version that we have in the sim. It would take a long time. However, today they actually hinted at the fact that they are going to integrate that. They're now testing this for the integration itself, which is awesome. Thank you very much there, buddy. Thank you very much there, Stealth. I truly appreciate that. Thank you for that support, buddy. So yeah, it's this we will be able to get in the flight sim itself. I'm just getting into Navigraph and I get the white map with yeah, easy. Right here at the top, IFR low. At the top, IFR high, or VFR. VFR just looks a little bit cooler, but yeah, you know, it's that easy. Also, we have, of course, filters, so we can set a lot of filters for things that we want on or off. And what we also want, once we are actually moving, is follow mode on and moving maps. So yeah, map orientation in my case is always north. When you are flying in the sim, does Navigraph show you your plane flying? Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I will show you this during the flight. I will show you this. Yeah, high IFR. Exactly. All right. So now we have our flight plan. This is our flight plan for today. I am going to actually load that into SimToolkit Pro right now. So stay with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Yep, that's correct. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, close enough. All right. No. That's up and running. Which means, now that we're done with that, we are getting ready. Navigraph off. Thank you very, very much, Bad Turbulence, for that follow. I truly appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the cabin crew. And I'm going to show your accommodations in a bit. There is an open bar. We have a hot tub. So get into the back of the plane. There should be your room should be available somewhere. So make sure the valet gives you your key. There is an open bar. It's free. So have fun. It's Friday. Aussie Outlaw, thank you very much for that follow as well. Truly appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I am going to move that away, out of the way. There we are. So this is now what we're going to do. We are basically right here in the sim. And can I do that? Yay! There is the pack. Everything is ready. Right? We're done. I even got... Yeah. I got a checklist. Jody has a checklist. Would you believe it? Miracles do happen. Yes, indeed. I'm testing it today, buddy. I'm testing it today. This is a sponsored stream, so yeah. Why is this not working, by the way? Oh, there it is. Now it's working. That should have happened. Yes. All right. I am moving that out of the way. There we go. All right. So today's flight, all players, live traffic, live weather. Hey, Gundy Man, thank you very much for that follow. Truly appreciate that. Welcome to the cabin crew. Get into the back, ask the valet for your room. Make sure you enter the hot tub, get a beer or something else, a nice cocktail. You know, it's nice. Bar is free. You know, I think there's a beach there. Have a little bit of fun. It's kind of busy there, but it's a lot of fun. All right, we are using the fly-by-wire version. Of course we are. Right here, the Neo. Standard livery. I have a Sony gaming livery. But Amica, it's kind of bouncy. Don't know what's going on there. So we need to update that. There is a actual Sony gaming livery. All right. No weights balance. I'm going to not do anything with that. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to zoom in. Whoop. There are already a few planes available there. Yep. But I'm going to start from here. You can choose any ramp you want, by the way. Any ramp. That's all down to you. I'm choosing that one right there. Bouncy, bouncy. Exactly. And we're pressing fly. It's that simple. Now, I told you guys, it is not just the only announcement I'm going to do today. There is a very, very cool announcement. Because, as you all know, I usually have my lovely Alpha and Bravo outfits with the Class Echo on top. But bear with me. I'm going to switch this over. Boop. There you go. I'm hiding that. And I'm going to do follow mode. Also, I want to actually turn on that chart right here. I'm overlaying it right now and I'm zooming in. No, I'm removing the chart because that is a little bit busy. Right there. That's what we're doing. So, yeah, and the new mysterious device. Exactly. Exactly. Because this is going to blow your freaking minds. Trust me on this. Trust me. By the way, my friends, currently, at this moment, Flight Sim Webshop is has this stuff right here on sale. Why is everything so... Wow, that's clouded. Barbecue beef already on the runway. All right, here we are. It's raining. It's bad weather. All right, it's fine. It's fine. But this stuff is already, yep, exactly. Black Friday. If you want, you can go to the link there. Currently the officers pack, this entire pack is off from 169 euros for 119 euros. And just the Alpha Quadrant add-on is from 99 to 79 euros or dollars. It's kind of the same. It should all be in stock, so go check that out on Flight Sim Webshop. Make sure that this is running. There we go. Yes. All right. Now, phone. Right. Simulations. This is the big reveal. The big reveal. Yeah. Yes. Yes, my friends. Yes. The Class Echo is available for Android, iOS, and Amazon. Absolutely works. I have been testing this for a few days and it absolutely works. It works great. It has no buttons. You can turn the knobs on the device itself. How many galactic credits? A lot less than you think. A lot less than you think, buddy. All right. So, let's go through the setup right here. First thing I'm going to do actually is turn on the EFB, the electronic flight bag. I'm turning that on. All right. Now, Let's go. A few obsidian rocks. Let's go. Let's go through the checklist, shall we? We're going. First of all, to check, is the parking brake set? Yes, the parking brake is set. Flaps are up. Spoilers are retracted and disarmed. Weather radar is off. You can see that right there. We have predicted wind shear, which doesn't work, but is off. But that, good to see it. No, it's not free, amazing for me. It's not free. It's between 23 euros and I think 19 euros on Amazon. So it's on iOS, it's the most expensive, if I'm not mistaken. Android is like 19 bucks, and I think it's like 16 bucks on Amazon or something like that. The links you can all find in the chat. So if you do !class echo, you will find that as well. I have the stock A320, find it easier to fly, but I will get it up and running. Joe Fox, absolutely no problem. If you want to fly like that, that's fine for you, buddy. We have Engine Masters 1 and 2, both. 1 and 2. By the way, if you have, you can put the stickers on here as well, of course. That is no problem. 1 and 2 are off. Mode selector is on normal, as you can see, norm right there. Thrust lever is in idle. Well, if we go to 6, we can see, yes, it is in idle. The gear is down. There's the gear, it's down. And the wipers at the top are both off. Off, right there. So, what we're now going to do is battery 1 and 2. You can find these right here, but I have the class Echo. So, I'm going to electric. I'm selecting battery 1. Battery 2, and I'm doing external power, which was right there. Now I can set the cockpit lights . I can do that, and you can do them, by the way, the cockpit lights you can find here. So these are the MFD lights, the navigation display lights. You can find the brightness right there. The e-cams you can light up here. There is light knobs right there. And no need for other plug-in service. Yes. There is one thing you actually need. And that is you need to own SPAD Next. You need to own SPAD Next. Sorry, friends, for not saying that earlier. You need to own SPAD Next. That's another 25 bucks on top of it. But it's absolutely worth it. SPAD Next you can also use to configure your entire plane. Let me see if I can show you that quickly. Do I have that here? No, I do not have that here. I'm going back right now. SPAD Next, let me open that. What you need is that program right here. And this, yeah, SPAD Next is needed. You need SPAD Next. Why? Because as a device, that's my profile, it actually connects to the Class Echo right here. So you can see this is the Class Echo mobile, which runs this system right now. It does not control currently the other peripherals. So this currently is not controlled. This is controlled by the SIM. And if you go, for instance, into the SIM itself, you will see that you really don't do that. It's basically auto-configured. It's all auto-configured, so you really don't need to do that much. There is a little bit of power management in there and brakes. It's already configured to the joystick itself. Also, the quadrant, you can see it right here. This is completely configured. Plug and play. Plug and play. This is absolutely plug and play. You can't see that. Hang on a tick. You can see that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So this is completely configured. You see right here, this is, it's, you plug it in, it works. I did not do anything to this. I didn't need to set it up, it just worked. So it's excellent. But, Getting back to the class Echo. This works out of the box. You can actually, if you want, boop, I'm going back there. Okay, resume, and then spat next, right here. What you can do is you can actually also configure the entire, all your peripherals you can configure here. And what SpatNext does, the power of SpatNext is actually this part right here, that you see right here. These are all profiles, and you can link your planes to your profiles. So if you have one setup for one plane, you can actually change that for another plane and completely reconfigure it. Now, hey Devilude, good to see you, buddy. And Makazi, Class Echo software register as a controller in Windows. No, it actually just hooks up to your. It hooks. Well, I'm not sure exactly if it does. I don't know actually that Makazi. I'm Kirkness, good to see you, buddy. And Scruffy Tam as well. How are you doing, guys? I'm not sure. You could actually ask the Shakeprint simulations on the Discord channel if you should want so. So he has all that information actually. But good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? But yeah, the entire system works just great. If you go to all you need to do is make sure that certain ports are open, I think on phones, Androids and stuff like that. So this works on Wi-Fi. As far as I can tell, this works on Wi-Fi. And you need to be in the same network. That was it. You need to be in the same network. It works on Wi-Fi. And you need to open certain ports just to make sure. But once you have that, actually, you can connect to SpatNext with your device. And it just works from there. It will then also show up right here in the MIDI section as a Class Echo Mobile. In this case, you see also Serial Comms 3. Serial Comms 3, that's actually my physical Class Echo. So, yeah. But what's great is if you really want, I'm not sure if this will show up, but you can go to online snippets. No, that doesn't show up. That's such a shame. I should have configured that. But if you go to online snippets, you can download pre-made profiles for the Class Echo for every plane. So in this case, I downloaded this profile for the Class Echo. If you, for instance, download a profile for the Cessna 172, you will get completely different screens. Completely different screens, completely different layout, and it will be configured for the G1000. You can also get one for the 530 or the 430, for instance. There are so many people now making online snippets for this thing. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it works perfectly with everything else. It works perfectly with the TCA pack from Thrustmaster. It works absolutely brilliant. So, yeah. But you need to have this program. Currently, this is on sale, by the way. This is on sale. So, it's now, I think, $18, and normally it's $25 or something like that. But it's a very, very good deal. If you, for instance, want the physical Class Echo, that sets you back for about $200. And you will still need to buy SpatNext. So further down the rabbit hole, I know, right? Online snippets keep grading out for me. Have to dig. Yeah, it's. Let me see. All right, so this is SpatNext, but you will need that as well. All right, let's go back to the plane. There we are. All right, now I was turning on all the lights, which I can do from here as well. I go to lights, I set displays, and I do. Whoop, there it goes. I do. There. And turn on the displays as well. So everything is now lit up. That's nice. All right. Cockpit lights, instrument lights, brightness. Okay, APU test. Control 8. APU. Yep, that works. That works. Right. If external power unavailable, APU master and APU on. Crew supply on. Yes, please. All right. Let me see. ADERS. Yep. We want to set the ADERS 1, 2, and 3 on. So we have alignment in a bit. I actually set this too quickly. What about the knob? Exactly. The knob is actually coming out pretty soon. It will be available on Etsy as well, and it will be a separate knob which you can connect to use it on the Class Echo mobile as well. So you can configure a specific knob and have that all kinds of functions. It will come down, I think, to about 50, 60 bucks or something like that. But that's a physical knob that you can actually use. Let me see. All right, ADERS 1, 2, and 3. We are going to turn on the lights. So, do it like that. Turn the lights, and we want to have on wing and nav and logo. So we're turning the wing lights, and the nav and logo lights go on. Those are, you can find those here, by the way. So we have the wing lights, the nav lights. We are turning on the no smoking signs. So that is to arm, seatbelts on, and to auto. That's done. All right. Probe heat window, that can go on. Oh yeah. I'm AFK for just a sec, in a bit, but let me see. AC temperature as required. Ecam pages on electric. Let's see if we can do that actually. No, that's not a. Yeah, that's a good. We can do that. Let's see. Control 5, 4. There we go. We can turn on electric, and then we turn off batteries 1 and turn it back on again. That works. Check. We are doing my co-pilot now taxiing the runway. All right, fuel pumps should be off, so back up, which they are. All the fuel pumps are off. Engine 1 fire test and engine 2 fire test. Where's the test? Oh, there's the test. Yep. Done and done. Let's see. We are turning on the flight directors 1 and 2. I think they're already on. 1, flight director. Yep. That's on. That's on. They're both on right there. All right. And then we have to set the QNH. Now for this, we are going back to the EFB. Half the time I'm powering up, forget the fire test. Yeah, well, 9 times out of 10 I skip it as well, you know. I just skip it. Let me see. There it is. Now, I'm in the EFB right now, and as you can see, import SimBrief data. So what I can do, if I go right here, let me see. I need to enter that. Where is that? Aircraft options, new. No, that's fine. Sim options. Right, auto, that's fine. Oh, by the way, if you have a throttle system like this, it's a good idea to actually calibrate the throttle detents. So this, I already did this, but yeah. Make sure you set your throttle correctly. Realism. No, I set, by the way, the ADERS to fast and the boarding time to instant, just to make it easier. Let me see. AOC, where is it? Where is the... Oh, here it is. SimBrief username. Fill in Shoney Gaming, and you should be able to actually load that same flight plan. So if you use SimBrief username or pilot ID, and you fill in Shoney Gaming right here, Yeah, you can make it instant. Yeah. Yeah, you can make it instant. Thank God you can make it instant. Just a sec, guys. So yeah, you can make that instant. If you go right here to realism, you can set boarding times to fast, instant, fueling to instant if you want, stuff like that. So yeah. All right. So what we do now is we go back and I click import SimBrief. And there's my flight plan. I have the weather right here on both counts. So that's very nice. Now, if I go to ground services and I go to fuel, as you guys remember, we also now have the operational flight plan right here, which is very handy because what we want to know is the block fuel. 16,810. That is 16,810 pounds. 16,810 pounds. Now, what I could do is I actually could fill this in manually right there, or I could click this little button right here, 16,810. Yay! Easy. So the previous Echo version with tactile screen and knob on the device for about 100 is still interesting, practical. Actually amazing for me, that is just part of the price. That is just the outer shell, what you get, and the knob. You also still need to buy the Android board and you need to buy the touchscreen, which comes down to about $100 extra. So it's all down to you if you want, but it works exactly the same. Exactly the same. Giving out free pistachios. This is the developer version, not the stable version, Italian Yang fan, the developer version. So it might look a little different to you, but it works just about the same. Now we have the payload, as you can see right here, the number of passengers, we have the cargo and the 008 fuel, etc. Once again, you can find this information all right here. So if you go down to that part right here, this is the information you will need to fill that out. Oh, hang on a sec, I'm right back. I'm back. I'm back. Tell us a joke. Famous last words. No. I'm back. So yeah, you can see all that information right here. If we go back to the payload section, once again, if you click that, it fills it in automatically. It should have also sent in the passenger, which it didn't. That is strange. Why is it saying cargo but not passengers? 175. Interesting. So it's not loading any passengers. We had 185. New. Let's see. This should be 183. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. All right. Instant, by the way, you can set this to fast, real, so it might take hours, or loading complete. Exactly. You've all been shoved into the plane. Right now, you're all inside that. So, oh yeah. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain.
Get a nice little speech right there. John Twitch, good to see you, buddy. So that is done. Now that is done, we are going onwards to, let's see, the checks. Oh yeah, we need to set the, sorry. If we go right here, we can set the air pressure. That is 1014. 1014. So we are switching that to 1014 and 1014. Don't forget. Don't forget. All right. We are setting the constraints on right there. The arc is set and 10 nautical miles has been set. I am setting my initial climb to 5,000 feet. There we go. Book your spots. Exactly. All right, that's been set. Radio setup. That is right here. We are setting this to auto, and we are going to TA. Not to TARA yet, but to auto. All right. And we are now going to set up the MCDU right here. Now, there are several ways to go about this, and that you cannot see, so we're going to the can there. There are several ways to go about this one. You can completely program it yourself, or you can do it quickly if you want, and there are a few easy ways. I'm going to show you the easy way, because this is a beginner stream. It will be the easy way. So first we click on Atsu right here. Then we clear that message at the bottom. We go to AOC menu, init press, and then init data request. And you can see Echo Delta Hotel India, Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar. It already filled it in. We go back, and then to, MCDU menu, there we go, and we go to init. Now right here you can see init request. We could fill this in. We could fill everything in manually. I mean, the flight number is SNG017, etc. Company, its name, it's all there. The flight from to, it's simply, you simply would do Echo Delta Hotel India / Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar, right there, and click that. That could be an option. What we also could do is simply press init request, and there we have it, all filled in automatically. Now we go to the second page. So in the Boeing you have next page. Here you have left and right and up and down buttons. But it's always in reverse. So if you want to go down, you press up. If you want to go right, you press left. It's, yeah, I don't know why, but there you go. Now we see zero fuel weight right here, configuration. All you need to do, click it once. You have the number in your scratch pad right there. Click it again. Filled in. Fuel planning. That's the ADR's working. Fuel planning, click that. We now have the block fuel. Confirm it. Now we wait for that to fill in. Easy enough. There it is. All filled in. So that's good. Now what I usually do is I go to my flight plan. We have our flight plan here, and most of it has already filled in except for the departure and the approaches. So we first start with the departure here from Echo Delta Hotel India. That's the airport that we are now at. Click that and you will see departure right here. Now you could fill in everything step by step. That's an option, but because we have SimBrief integration, it loads it in automatically. Yay, SimBrief. We are taking off from runway 23 today, so we select runway 23. Now, if you remember, let's pull up a Navigraph again. Boop, there we go. We are flying WSN3W. You can see that right there, WSN3W. If I overlay this on the chart, you can see the route that we are flying. Again, SN3W. That's our departure right there. So we are now going to look right here, press up, because we want to scroll down, and there it is. WSN3W. Select that. We don't have any transitions or anything. All we need to do now is press insert, and that has been inserted into our flight plan. We will be checking that in a minute. But first I want to select my destination. We are going to Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar, and we select the arrival. Now we are landing. Hang on a tick. You could not see that. You could not see that. Let me do that again. Navigraph. I'm so sorry. Nope, couldn't see it. So we're going back. We did the first part. Echo Delta Hotel India. We are now doing the second part. It kind of works the same way. Arrival. You have here all the runways. We are landing on runway 32 right. 32 right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 32 right. All right, so we need to go up again. 32 right. ILS 32 right here. Select that one. Then we get our options. Now we had Nara 6i. Why Nara 6i? Going back to Navigraph again. This is the first time I'm explaining this to you guys. I've never done this. You can see it right here. Right down here at the bottom. Nara 6i. There it is. Right there. Nara 6i. Alright, so. Navigraph off again. We are selecting Nara 6i. And we had the transition Lavku. That's the one we had. No other things right there, so we insert that. I will redeem that hydrate. So now we have our flight plan basically set. And to see that, we could walk through it. So I have my nav display right here. I have my flight plan right here. Now if I click up, you can see that it's already having one discontinuity. By the way, let's click the plan right there. Sorry. So there we go. And we have one discontinuity right there. What that means is that the MCDU does not know how to get from WSN to Alpha Lima, good Lord, Zulu Alpha Papa. So it does not know how to get from WSN to LZAP. It doesn't know that. As you can see right there. It really doesn't need to know. It's not that very interesting. So what we can do is simply press clear. Then click the discontinuity. And now it knows. It learned. It's that easy. No, not yet, Devil Dude. Not yet. I haven't even started the plane up yet. So, no. Alright. So, if we continue this, you can see it brings us all the way into every step along the way. No discontinuities anymore. So all you need to do is clear that discontinuity and you are good. Here we have our constraints, by the way, as you can see. And we're coming in for the runway. That's the runway. So that plan is absolutely correct. No, I'm not taking off yet. And then once you move up, you actually have your plan right there. So that works. That is a working plan. Back to ARC mode. I'm setting it to 20 in this case. So that's good. That has been set. Now we're not done yet. Wish we were, but no. That's the flight plan just set. Now we need to go to the performance page. In this case, you can actually also set flex to temp. You have calculators for that, but in this case, we're going to ignore that one. That's the only thing we need to ignore. We are setting flaps 1. 9 times it's flaps 1 actually. Oh. So what we want is flaps 1 right here. This only works in this plane, by the way. If you are flying the Phoenix, you have to fill in flex to temp and stuff like that. As I said, there are very good calculators online for that. So keep that in mind. Once you have set flaps 1, we need to know the transition altitude. Well, in this case, it was 5,000. Where do I find that? Shoni, you may ask. Well, if you go once again to, let me pull up little, no, not little nav map. We pull up Navigraph right here. We have here the chart, and it says initial climb 5,000. So that's the transition altitude right there. Turn that off, so that's good. Now all we need to do is the V1, VR, and V2 speeds. V1 speed is basically the speed where you have to take off. VR speed is the speed where you pull back on the stick and you go up in the air. V2 speed, I think that has to do with the engine. One engine, if it blows out, you can actually make it around. So yeah. But the way to calculate that is simply press V1, then press it again, V2, press it again, V3, press it again. So we take off at 135 knots. Next phase. Don't need to do anything with that. Next phase, again. Nothing there, again. And then finally, the approach. We will enter this once we near Toulouse. Because weathers can change, apparently. Who knew? So yeah. This can change. We will enter this, the QNH, we will enter the temperature, the wind distance, etc., etc., etc. The barrow, that means the minimums. So that's the minimums of the runway. We need to enter that one as well. We will do that during flight. So that is the performance set. We now have the init set, performance set. We have the flight plan set, which means I think we're good to go on that front. All right, so let's see. RS is a 9. That's done. That's done. Takeoff briefing complete. Squawk is set. Well, we're setting it up to 7,000. APU master. So here we go. So we go up to 8. Now you see right down here, APU master, APU start. I can do that right here as well. So I can do that right here down below. Oop. No, that's the com, sorry. Wrong page. APU master on. APU start on. And if I now go to the eCams, we can see the APU starting up. You also have to turn the bleed on to actually get the engines on. Keep that in mind. So now we have all the restrictions. Everything is on. All right. Air condition as required. We can slowly start for pushback as soon as the APU becomes available. So we're waiting for this to say avail. I'm an idiot anyway. Henning, I don't fill in anything. I need to get myself that program. Yeah, it's that good. It is that good. And 9 times out of 10, I'm doing this a lot quicker. There is the avail. All right. That's good. So, right now, we're going to check the doors. They're all closed. We are going to lock and close the cockpit door. 7, right there. Control 7 is that, by the way. Boop, done. We are going to turn the beacon on. The fuel pumps first. So we're going Control 8 back up. Now I could turn the fuel pumps on, of course, by hand. So right there. Or if I go to hydrogen fuel. Everything is on. Those are the fuel pumps. We turn the beacon on. That is right there. Again, light. Turn the net off, but the beacon should be on. Okay, that's done. Steering pin transponder to auto, TCAS to standby. All right. Seven. B. Oh, that's fine. That's good. All right. Let me see. Parking brake as acquired. If cleared for engine start, engine mode selector start, and engine mode on. So here we get to this part right here. Yay, finally. So what we can do is actually set the button right here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think if I look at it, it might bug out. But right now it seems to be working, so let's keep that. And engine 1. Oh, and I need to set the... APU to bleed. Otherwise it will not work. Engines 1 is starting. He crossed over to the dark side. I know. I know. This is just for starters. So yeah. This is just for starters. All right. Now, what I also want to do is actually, we are now going to the EFB in this case, and I'm going to request a pushback. Now this is a somewhat different pushback than the other one, so yeah. I'll confirm. Oh yeah, chrono, you're absolutely right, sorry. 1. Yep, we have to start the chrono. You're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. All right, I'm calling the tug. Opens that, but the pushback helper really doesn't work that much, but yeah. Releasing the parking brakes and going backwards. All right. So we are now moving backwards. That's working. Right, back to the checklist. 6. No, control 4, sorry. All right. Mostly. Speed. Oh, hang on a sec. It was a little bit bouncy right there. Aha. That's what we were hearing. We're moving. Yeah, we are moving. But yeah, the engine 2 has been started up. Let's start up engine 1. This will become available as soon as it levels out, so that should be good. Right, and we will be heading for runway 23, by the way. Second pushback behind me right there. All right, control 0. So yeah, this is going quite nicely. Hey, Pete Beef, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, I think we're well, we're good to go right there. Let's turn the brake back on. Remove the tug. Tug-a-dug-tug. All right. That's good. Why are the engines revving up? I don't know why that is. That's so strange. All right. Engine mode selector back to normal. Set. APU bleed. So we're heading back up top. APU bleed can go off. And we can turn the APU off as well. So as you can see, the bleed is off. APU is off as well. Done. Anti-icing as required. Now, I don't think we have icing conditions currently. So we're now setting before taxi. We are setting the auto brake to max. So we're heading back to 3. And as you can see, you can set that right here. Aha. Auto brake to max. Nicely done. So easy. So handy to have this all together. The spoilers, I should arm them. And I can set them right here, if I'm not mistaken. TCAS to TA. Pretty sure you could set that here. Yeah, here, ground spoilers, armed. So to do that, you can actually pull this out. It says armed. Armed. This armed. All right, the flaps go to takeoff, which is flaps 1, right here. So we can push that back. Let me see. What did you say? For your information, there's a fix to shut up the broken loud multiplayer sounds on the Flight Sim 2 until Microsoft Flight Simulator fix it. I think it comes from the A310 and the Jenny. Yeah, they're really loud, aren't they? They are really loud. So yeah, oh good lord, it's loud. Man, that's loud. All right. Anti-icing as required. Control. Control 5. 3. So we are doing the flight controls right here. And left, right, down, up. Pitch spring, everything is working. Okay. So let's see, rudder trim reset. No need for that. Steering pin removed. All right, for taxi. Nose lights go to taxi. So back up top, because that's where the lights are. Right here. Nose light go to taxi. That's done. Let's see, exterior lights to all. Right. That on. Right. Anti-icing packs, no. As required, no. Weather radar, yeah, okay. TCAS goes to there. So that is TARA, check. We are, weather radar is auto, and 1. It's not working, but hey. And we turn the wind shear, predictive wind shear, we turn that on. All right. Yeah. We are now going to the runway. Let's see if we have everything here done. That's done. Check. Let's go to the takeoff configuration. No weird things right here. So everything, takeoff configuration, normal. Let's get this show on the road. Finally, we are moving. Yay! So brakes go off. The in-flight movie is Airplane. The in-flight movie is Airplane. Yeah. Go. I love how useless captions are. The engines are revving up. My dad is back to normal. Yeah, it might be a rough landing, my friends. I'm not that very well versed in flying in flying commercial planes, so yeah. I'm a lot better with with planes like the Cessna 172 and stuff like that. We'll be Hippo King. Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually a keeper, buddy. That is actually a keeper. It will be Hippo King for today. Yeah, that's one hell of a red card. All right, my friends, we are now moving and grooving on the runway. Finally, there's a little bit of rain, but we should clear that quickly enough. Once we are over the Netherlands, we should have beautiful, beautiful weather. So that should be good. Let's see if I can close this off right here. I think we covered everything. Need a heart rate monitor for takeoff? No, you don't. It's actually really easy. It is. It really is. It's a lot easier than you think. And the thing is, what I found is that you just have to do this a couple of times. Still faster than flying Fabio. Well, I can do this in like 10 minutes flat. I kid you not. I can do this in 10 minutes flat. But I just want to walk through everything and make sure you guys see what you're supposed to do, basically. So yeah, I'm rolling back all the way to the end of the runway because that, well, can I turn here? I'm going to turn here. Yeah, otherwise I just need to roll. It's just annoying. Let's just say we rolled all the way back to the runway and we turn here. Shall we do that? That's the only tiny caveat I have with the joysticks, with this controller. Yes, it does. It does actually, Amika. I'm going to start a little bit in the front, so it might be annoying for the one who is standing right in front of me. I'm absolutely sorry for this. But yeah, I'm going to take off first. You guys follow me after that. So we are now ready for takeoff. I am starting the chrono again. There we go. All right, what you do is you usually push up a little bit to about 40 on the N1 and then go to full. We're going to toga. Press forward on your joystick a little bit until you hit about 80 knots. Then you release, keeping your hands on the throttle. Now here we have V1 coming up. The purple line is V rotate, so we are rotating right here, pulling up slightly on the joystick. Kind of positive lift. So the gear comes up, the flap goes up. I'm pressing autopilot, which should now have taken over, as it did. You see AP1, auto thrust, constraints is on, flight director is on. We have set our... okay, now it says levers to climb, which means I'm now set my throttle to climb. You can see it's in the climb position right there. Yeah, the sound is highly annoying. So I'm pushing that back. And we are moving and grooving, my friends. Now we... oh, I actually turned off the autopilot. Oh, good lord. Hang on a tick. I think I made a mistake. No, it's on. It's on. I'm actually going to set my climb to immediately up to 38,000 feet. Because that is where we're going anyway. We're about to pass 5,000 feet. Now, if you remember, Once we passed 5,000 feet... Traffic, yeah, no kidding. Look behind me, lots and lots of traffic. All right, 5,000 feet, I'm setting my my altimeter to standard on both counts right there. Once we cross 10,000 feet, we start to turn off lights. We start to do the rest. So right now, all I need to do is make sure the ground spoilers are no longer armed. That's that. Gear is up. And I can turn the nose wheel lights off. Control 8. Nose wheel lights go off. I should have set that to takeoff actually, but whoops, my bad. And the one-way turn-off lights can go off as well. We are on standard. See? So yeah, we are moving and grooving. And that's it. I'm sorry to say, but that's all to it. Now, right here, we're hiding this. We are now exactly on course. And now we watch a movie. Exactly. Now we watch a movie. First off, we're heading towards the Netherlands, so we're heading east. Flying along the Dutch coastline, actually, a little bit. At the top, we're still very much in a climb. Landing well might be a bit more of a challenge. Actually, no, it's not a challenge. Trust me on this. It's not. Everything is being controlled right now by the plane. Oh, except that. Speed. Make sure you click up to set it to managed mode. The dot means it's managed. So make sure you click up for managed on here, on heading. That's it. Pink line, exactly. Now follow a pink line and climb up to 38,000 feet. That's it. That's it. We can now set the arc to 160. We're following the flight plan right here. Heading all the way up. This is set to cruise. We are now here in climb mode right here. You can see that on the MCDU. But follow the green line. The Hippo King trailer is probably the best thing I've done in my life. It is. It really is. We are TA. All right. Yep. That's good. So yeah, everything is moving and grooving. We can go right there to the flight plan. And at top, everything is good and green. So yeah. Looking outside, we have with us, currently, flying with us right there, we have a lot of people. Drunksim is there, AWOL is there, let's see, Stella Legs is there as well. God, I keep forgetting who this is. Omine, you Arkham. Who is this? I keep forgetting that. And by the way, I did install the Tomcat. Haha. So, Buddy Saku, are you flying along with us? If so, say hello in the chat. Flight Sim Shop. Well, that can be only one person actually. Flight Sim Web Shop is right there as well. We see Flight Sim Web Shop. That is Jeremy. Are you actually flying along, Jeremy? If you are in chat, say hello, buddy. So, with you in spirit. Excellent, excellent. So, yeah, we're climbing up right now to 38,000 feet. Which I actually prefer because it gives great views of the Netherlands actually, and of Belgium, of France as well. So yeah, all right, my friends. So yeah, this is the the Flying J Dog. Hello, buddy. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, okay. There's not much I can do actually. So that's the list there, and now it's 2 hours doing nothing. Well, it was a fun stream. Have a great. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're still here. Come on. We're still here. And this stream has been sponsored by Thrustmaster, my friends. So, first of all, let me say thank you very, very much, Thrustmaster, for sponsoring this. And my first thoughts on the TCA set is, I have to say, I really enjoy it quite a lot. The only tiny little caveat I have, and this is really a nitpick that I have, is the distance between idle and climb. That's a little bit finicky. Other than that, for what it's worth, it's a great kit. It's plug and play. It works out of the box. It's absolutely brilliant. It's currently on sale. That's something I really, really, really would love to show you guys. Let me see. Can I actually turn Edge Browser on here? Yeah. Edge Browser. Boop. There it is. Turn that off. All right. It is currently on sale at Flight Sim Webshop. The sponsor of this stream, by the way. So, of course, there it is. 119 euros. It's a very, very good deal, my friends. It's available in the UK. It's it's unavailable. Hey, Jeremy, if you're watching, it's unavailable in the States. Ah! Shame. So it's just a very, very good kit, guys. This really is a very good kit. I'm really not complaining about anything. It works out of the box. You just plug it in, it goes. Well, last sip, my friends. Last sip. The add-on pack as well. It's still out of stock. Let me see. CA. It also has a Boeing quadrant as well, by the way. No, it's in stock. It's actually in stock. So yeah. Because us are Boeing fanboys. Well, there is a Boeing. There is a Boeing add-on as well for this. So if you want, there is the Boeing quadrant. Okay. It's just a very, very cool piece of kit, guys. Get your hands on it while you can. Currently, it's on sale because of Black Friday. This sale that you see now, it is only for today from 1 p.m. to about 11 p.m. in the evening, Central European Standard Time. And it will be on sale again on Monday. So it will be on sale complete next week from Cyber Monday. That is the 28th of November until the 4th of December. Very nice there, buddy. So yeah, it will be on sale at these times. So this is the quadrant, which is available both in if you are a US citizen or a Canadian citizen, yes, it will be shipped out of the US warehouse. So, or the UK warehouse if you're in the UK. So, yeah. Very, very cool accessories stuff for this as well. It's just very nice. TCA. Did I select the correct one? I did not, did I? DC, thank you very much for that sub. I truly appreciate that, buddy. I truly do appreciate that. How are you doing, DC? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun. Of course, there's the X edition as well. Oh, let me see. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. That's the quadrant. The add-on quadrant as well. So that is also off. And it's, yeah, that's also unavailable in the US right now. Yeah. So get your hands on it while it's hot. Very, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. But also, of course, Flight Sim Webshop has a few extra deals as well. So go check these out. I mean, there it is, the quadrant. Everything is there. But it also has the TCA pack on sale. Several yokes as well. Hey, even the Velocity is on sale. That's cool. Excellent, buddy. Airliners, if an Airbus, I joke, been enjoying the... Okay, excellent there. Ashley, how are you doing? Yes, and today we are flying airlines. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is actually to get into airlines. This is the fly-by-wire airline. I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing great. Thank you very much, Ashley, for asking. This is the fly-by-wire developer version that we are currently flying. Oh, we passed the 10,000 feet. I completely forgot to actually do a few things. For instance, turn off the seatbelts. And turn off the beacon. The landing lights can go off as well. So, yeah. Nav wing, that's off as well. So, yeah. No. Unfortunately, the SG livery is a little bit jittery currently. So, yeah. No. Oh, you're right. The beacon doesn't go off. Mistakes were made. It kind of depends, actually. If you are in clouds, you really want to turn the beacon off. If you are in beacon should stay on. Yeah, there is a caveat to that. Because if you are in clouds, 3 guesses what happens if you are flying in a cloud and the beacon is on. Yeah. You're flying in a freaking thunderstorm. Everything lights up. So you... You're right. I accidentally turned it off. Mistakes were made again. Mistakes were made again. So yeah, we are now currently on course towards the Netherlands. This is still Germany. Muted. Yeah, no, I turned this off. On, off. Hey. I actually bumped it with my shoulder. That's what happened. I bumped it with my shoulder. Oh, good lord. So yeah, this is, we're still currently moving and grooving around. Today we have our sponsor Thrustmaster stream. So once again, Thrustmaster, thank you very much for sponsoring this stream. And the throttle is in climb right now. There's not much we need to do. The engine are on normal. Actually, I need to turn off the brake. That's what I needed to do. Parking brake is fine. The gear is up. Flaps are and spoilers are set. So it's all good right now. Look to your left. We have a lot of people here. Joe Fox right there. Yep, we have Joe right there. If you want to fly along, you can. We currently do have a flight plan right now. So, although I'm wondering if it actually would work. Flight plan. No, that's not down. What if I do routes? Yeah, well, there it is. That's our route for today. I like the lights on the mic. My Yeti has a tiny light that's normally on solid and blinks when muted. Yeah, in this case it's just on, but I can actually, I can change the entire color as well. So I could turn this complete unicorn poop if I want to. Did he just say unicorn poop? Yeah, I did. I said unicorn poop. You're absolutely right. And we are now heading towards the Netherlands. Hey, someone's flying a helicopter right there at 11,000 feet. Good luck with that. We are now seeing the Dutch islands right there coming up. Or actually, these are still the German islands. The Waddeneilanden, as we call them. From here, we are heading over the Netherlands. We are flying over Amsterdam. From Amsterdam, we are heading to over Antwerp and towards Brussels. Then we are flying from Brussels to Paris, Paris to Toulouse, and there we will be landing for today. So it's basically, yeah, a 2-hour flight right now. Just hang back, relax. It should be climbing still. Why aren't I climbing? That's strange. I'm climbing. Why is it constantly turning off? Yeah, it was on VS. Yeah, you're on V. Why? I did not say that. That was, yeah. Climbing again to 38,000 feet. No, it's not. It's not. Absolutely not. I'm sure of that. Because it would change right there. But right now, it's just doing its thing. Blame your elbow. Yeah, that could be it. No, it's all set again. Somehow it just keeps kicking off managed. I don't know why that is. It's fine, we're climbing again. Engines are running good. Everything is good. We are now making a few turns here. Yeah, I don't know why that is happening, but indeed, yeah, the autopilot, it all says managed here, so that's good. And for those that are wondering, this is the Shakeprint simulation version of the Class Echo Mobile. It will be officially available today. You can get your hands on that if you want to. Airbus laws are so weird to me. Yeah. You can get your hands on this. This is the Class Echo Mobile. It will be available with a pairing knob. So, yep, that's it. Thank you very much for that, Ewald. You can, at the moment you can get this, you will need SPAD Next to run this. So, this will only run if you have SPAD Next. As with the original Class Echo, of course. But it will also mean that you can do a few pretty cool things. For instance, you can actually pair it with an external knob. With an external knob. I can't find the panel in SPAD Next. Let me see if I can show you that. Hang on a tick. Hang on a tick. Can I pull up SPAD Next here? I think I can. Then I need to add SPAD Next as a window. Do capture. Add existing. SPAD Next. Oh, there it is. Ah, SPAD Next. All right. So, yes. In SPAD Next, if you go to panels, it should be there. Yeah, the fuel's not correct, is it? You're right. Hang on a tick. And why am I...
Monitor vertical speed. Clear of conflict. Monitor vertical speed.
Hang on a tick.
Clear of conflict.
What is going on here?
Level off. Level off.
Somehow my fuel was not right.
Clear of conflict. Monitor vertical speed. Clear of conflict. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Clear of conflict.
Why am I descending? I should be climbing. Again.
Level off. Level off. Clear of conflict.
Yelling at me.
Climb. Climb.
Yeah, I want to climb.
Climb. Climb. Clear of conflict. Level off. Level off. Clear of conflict.
Clear of...
Level off. Descend. Crossing descend.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's it. It's because of all the traffic that's around me, of course. All the traffic that's around me. You're right. I've never flown around this much traffic. You're right. Never considered that. Thank you very much, Avold. And call me Joe. Thank you. Blame the F-18 from Devil Dude. Yeah, exactly. That was the entire problem right there. It was constantly bugging out because it saw traffic in front of me. So make sure if you are flying like that, turn off TARA and just to TA only. Yeah, climb now. I am climbing now. Amika, hope you have a wonderful day, buddy. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you soon, my friend. I will talk to you soon. All right, this is still holding up. This is still good. Yeah. Yeah, it's because we have so much traffic in the air right now. I've never flown in a convoy before. That's a new one. Well, we learned another thing, right? We learned another thing. All right, back to SPAD next. We should still be climbing right now. We have enough fuel right now. Don't know what's going on there. So strange. It should have fueled, but it didn't. Huh, one of those days. Oh, Italian Yank fan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that sub bomb. You absolute legend. We now have Umpatat, Yuri, Bram Brewing, Grey Dog, Quasar Core, Deep Blue, JM Knights, Shamu, Midge, and Frequent Flight Simmer all became members here of the channel. Thank you very much. All just subbed because of the generosity of Italian Yank fan. Thank you for the great stream. No, thank you for suggesting it. Thank you for suggesting it, my friend, because it was actually thanks to Italian Yank fan that we started to do something like this. Because of him, we're now doing this. So thank you, my friend. And then you are as generous as you are. Incredible. Incredible. Sir, you are an absolute legend. Yes, you are. So we are now moving and grooving, my friends. Look at that. Coming up right here. This is Urk. Yes, that's actually what it's called. Remember Flevoland? That's right there. And Amsterdam is way over there. There is Amsterdam in the distance. We are now nearing, finally, we're nearing 38,000 feet. We're still climbing, so we're still good on that front. Have more impact than me, Italian fan. I said this for months, but no, know my place again. And that's how I treat my mods. That's how I treat my mods. I just ignore them. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, 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 no. No, just kidding. I don't. I absolutely don't. I adore each and every one of you. I adore each and every one of you. But it is a lot of fun actually to fly commercial. I have been flying commercial quite a lot the last few days, and it's a different discipline. Drunk simming. Yeah, okay. It is a completely different discipline, but so much fun. It really is. I mean, you can get a lot of enjoyment out of simplifying. I know this part feels kind of boring, but look at the freaking views, my friends. Look at the freaking views. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, come on. Come on. How cool is that? Right there are the Dutch Waddeneilanden in the north. North Holland right there in the distance. I mean, come on, it looks absolutely beautiful. And we have a lot of people flying along. Drunk Simming, Stella Legs, Avold in the air right there. Who else do we have with us? Rugia, are you with us as well? I'm not sure if you are. But guys, it is highly enjoyable. If you want, just hop on a plane, fly along with us, and have a little bit of fun. F-18s will work perfectly in this part, I will tell you. Dark Stars might even work a lot better right now. So, just saying. Just have a little bit of fun. But currently we are moving and grooving, and this is nothing more than just to show you it is not so hard to transition actually from GA to commercial. It's not. I mean, commercial to GA is pretty easy, but there is a threshold to actually to get over once for commercial, and a lot of people are, you know, yeah, a lot of people are actually daunted by getting into commercial planes. As something as simple as this, something as simple as this, a simple checklist can help you out quite a lot, actually. It can help you out quite a lot. I mean, there are a lot of things, actually, that you can walk through and get the plane started without ever thinking about it. So, not only that, of course, there are internal checklists as well. I mean, we have a checklist right here, which you can all walk through and make sure that the plane starts running. So, yeah. It's just about how to figure out to program it. Yeah, the most daunting thing I think that people run into is that. It is this right here. The MCDU, the FMC. In the Airbus it's called an MCDU. In the Boeing it's called an FMC. It's the exact same thing. You know, it's two roads that lead to the same place. And 9 times out of 10 they all need the same information. All that information is absolutely available right here in your let me see, where is it? Right there, the operations flight plan right here. You can find all that information that you need right here if you know how to read that. If you know how to read this. So most important things you need to know right here, the CI right here, cruise index right there. We have the steps right here. So 380, block fuel, that's important one. Reserve fuel, that's an important one if you're flying the 737, for instance, and you need to enter that. I think you also, of course, need to enter that in. Hey, Shoni Gaming, I never knew that. Taking notes, you're quite welcome. Actually, I will upload this VOD as well to YouTube, so you can always watch it back if you want to. So don't worry about that. But yeah. I will upload this as well. One important thing also you need to know is this one right here, the weights. So you have your passengers, your cargo, zero fuel weight, etc. All that stuff right there. And then your flight log, which gives you the information on the waypoints right here. So instance, it could happen, for instance, that you may find a waypoint. Let's just say waypoint Ale, for instance, right here. Eelde. Now, it could be that if you program your MCDU or your FMC and you type in Echo Echo Lima, that 2 or 3 or even more come up. What you then need to do is actually look up the coordinates. These are the coordinates, actually, if they compare to the one that you want. So it could be that you can easily find, oh, I have 3 Echo Echo Limas, but the coordinates that I need coincide with this information right here. So that must be the one that I'm choosing. So that's one thing you need to know. Top of climb, also very handy to know, because you actually have 380 right here. That's your flight level. You have the wind speeds right there. So we have wind coming from 258 at 23 knots, which is actually not that bad at these heights. Now, if you scroll down, you want to know, for instance, also top of descent. That's a very important one as well, because that is where you actually have to start your descent. And 9 times out of 10, you want to use these numbers right here, 370 and the wind speed, 146 and the wind speed, and 145 and the wind speed, because you can enter these in the FMC or the MCDU if you're planning your descent. Now, in this case, unfortunately, this version of the fly-by-wire plane does not have a VNAV working. It doesn't have an operational VNAV. So by the time we reach France, we have to start calculating our descent. So the top of descent, we have to calculate that. We need to figure out where do we want to actually be at certain levels and plan for that ahead. That's the only thing we need to do. So make sure we do that as well. Do you have a tutorial or a VOD going over making an IFR plan, going over weights and fuels? And actually we did that, King Cobra, at the start. We did that at the start. You use SimBrief for that. And I did that at the start. It will be at the start of this VOD. So you can, I completely showed you how to create that flight plan in SimBrief. That SimBrief plan that you see right there, that's the one you can use. So yeah. I was late. No, you're quite welcome, buddy. You are quite welcome. By the way, do not forget to hydrate, my friends. So yeah, it's... Oh, thank you very much for that sub. I truly appreciate that, my friend. And of course, there's another hydrate. Thank you very much for that support right there, King Cobra. You're a legend, buddy. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That will help out the channel quite a lot. Actually, that is for the Christmas prezzies of the mods, basically. So, upcoming. So yeah, my friends, it isn't that hard as it looks. I mean, there are a lot. If you first time you get into a plane, it's like, oh my god, where do I need to start? Where do I need to start? But it's not that daunting if you take it in chunks. If you take it in chunks, actually, you it makes it. King Cobra, thank you. That is so generous of you. A 5 gift bomb. How? That is insane. Thank you very much, buddy. Zazele, Elder Statesman, Ken BJ, Immelmantu, and Safe Sailing Guard. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. And Jamel, you rock my center. By the way, Jamel, where are the hydrates? I'm waiting for the I'm parched here. I'm absolutely parched. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the bits, buddy. I really appreciate that, my friend. I really do. Oh, guys. You are absolutely amazing. 300 bits from DC Viper. We have Italian Yank Fan. 1,000 bits. And he already gave a 10 gift bomb as well. You legends. You absolute legends. There we go. A hype train is coming. Choo-choo, brothers. Choo-choo. How? Yeah, legends all around. All around. But that's the channel, my friends. That is the community. That is... Hey, Paul, good to see you as well, buddy. That is the channel. That is the cabin crew. You are the cabin crew, and you make this all possible. Another 100 bits from 101 bit from Jamal. Thank you, you legend. You, my rock, my center. Thank you very much, my friend. It is so generous of you guys. And yeah, it's coming back to flying a plane. It's actually flying commercial is a lot easier. Take into consideration, this is basically your view that you want. You have your PFD right here, or right here. You have your navigation display right there, which gives you all the information. You can change that right here as well. Barbecue beef, another 100 bits on top of that. You absolute legends. You guys are on a roll today. You are on an absolute roll today. You are so great, and you make this great. You make this channel great. It's just as simple as that. You absolute legends, you. If you want to program your entire... this is basically your flight director. It controls your entire plane, and this is your autopilot settings right here. So you can change your altitude, you can change your heading if you want, or change your speeds, stuff like that. Yeah, delivery is giving a little bit of performance issues. Yes, it is. That's the reason why I'm not using it currently. So yeah. Looking out the windows, yeah, but the views are great. I mean, you guys remember Rotterdam? Right there. That's Rotterdam right there. A lot of stutters. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's stuttering. So that's the reason why I'm not using it. And this is Zeeland, if you remember. We flew all the way along the Delta Works right here. So the Delta Works Sea Defense is right there. Need a 1490. Yeah, oh man, if only. So we are now heading towards Antwerp, which is over there. Right there. Everyone's still behind me, still having fun, still creeping up. Excellent, my friends. I stopped using Shoney livery and no more problems with the fly-by-wire. Yeah, it has a little bit of issues. But the thing is, it was created when it just came out, so it's like nearly a year old, and I don't think it really has updated yet. So yeah. Yeah, we need to look into. We actually need to look into all the liveries, actually. So yeah, I just reached the title commercial for absolute beginners. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. You read the title, commercial for absolute beginners. That is what we do. And we're absolute beginners. I know, right? Everyone loves a bit of Bowie. So, yep. We are absolute beginners. So, this is basically for you if you think to yourself, oh my god, I really want to get into commercial, but it looks so hard. It's not. It's really, if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, you can. So this is basically where you program your autopilot. Moving on, this is your information displays. They're called eCams. This is what you want. Rods, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Stephen Colbert mentioned Antwerp's cocaine problem the other day. Yeah, or the surplus as we call it today. The eCams right here, these will display all the information that you need. For instance, you can get your engine information right here, your bleeds if you want to. You have your pressure right there, everything in the green, of course. Your electrics, well, both engines are pushing that, so that's fine. Your hydraulics, which is good, everything in green. My fuel status right now, which is good again, once I actually added it. So yeah, just spawned in on LFBO, and it's pouring. Oh, good lord. My APU is off, of course. This is the air. I think the air conditioning. Yeah, these are the temperatures in Celsius, if I'm not mistaken. So 24, 24, 24. Actually, that's a bit hot in my opinion. But in my opinion, the doors, the wheels, and the how hot they are getting and stuff like that. How much pressure. Thank you guys very much for that support. That is absolutely brilliant, my friends. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Choo choo indeed, my friends. Choo choo. So yeah, it's a lot of information right here that you can actually get. Why is it not showing up? That's weird. Okay, there we go. Right. So there's a lot of information you can actually get right here. And you can turn it off and then it goes to the cruise mode. Now, it displays basically all the information. A lot of this is just a general overview, so that's really handy. My phone is not connecting to SpadNext. I have SpadNext installed. Make sure, first of all, Joe Fox, you're on the same network. That's very important. You have to be on the same network, and you have to know the IP address of the PC that is running SpadNext. So you have to enter the IP address of the PC that is running SpadNext. You have to enter that. Also, it could be that you have to open up certain ports on your router to make it work. To do that, go to the Discord channel of Shakeprint Simulations. So yeah, it is on the same network. Yeah, but you also have to connect to the. It will ask for an IP address on SpadNext on Class Echo Mobile. So it will ask for this on to connect to the PC IP address that has SpadNext running. Make sure you enter the IP address of the PC that has SpadNext running. That's basically your own PC, but enter that IP network, IP address. And then it should connect to SpadNext. If it doesn't connect, go to open, yeah. Router ports should be open inside the network. Yeah. Certain router ports. Not all of them, but certain of them should be open. I don't know exactly which you should open, but you can find all that information on the Class Echo or the Shakeprint Discord channel. So go to the Shakeprint Simulations Discord channel. You can find that through the Shakeprint Simulation page. and make sure you look up the information on how to connect and how to open ports. He has a complete walkthrough on that. So make sure you have that. Of course, the MCDU here, this is the most daunting bit for most people. Nope, there we go. We need to do that. There we go. This is the most daunting bit, of course, the programming of the MCDU or the MFC. But keep in mind, 9 times out of 10, they will have a SimBrief connection available here. Actually, I'm not sure if you have to enter that here as well. Add to data link status. See. I'm pretty sure you can actually enter your. I'm pretty sure you can enter your SimBrief data in here, so your SimBrief name somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly where it is, but no, no, cannot find it directly, but it should be in there somewhere. You can set Lima, Foxtrot, Bravo, Oscar in the to field to program page to see how far off. Yeah, exactly. If you go right here, this is pretty cool actually. This is a very cool trick that Abel just mentioned. If I now set Lima, Foxtrot, Bravo, Oscar, which is our airport that we are headed to, that's Blagnac Airport, and I click it right there, we still have 445 nautical miles to go. So, yeah, pretty cool. Nice trick there. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Oh, it is in the electronic flight bag. Okay, it's just here it's in the electronic flight bag. The EFB, or electronic flight bag, you can set it right there, of course, if you go to right here, ATSU, AOC, and right down there. Actually, so that is connected to the MCDU in this case, because if you fly in the Boeing, you actually have to set it in the FMC. You have to set it in the FMC. Actually, Shamu, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the cabin crew, buddy. Get into the back. I'm pretty sure there should be an active hot tub right there right now. There is a door open for the open bar, so get your drinks. Yeah, it's Friday, so yeah, kick up your feet and enjoy the flight, buddy. We're heading for France. So yeah, this is the most important thing that you will find, and you will, you know, it's. The thing is that this is the most daunting part for most people, but it's actually not that hard. Thank you very much. There he is. That's the one I've been waiting for. So yeah, it is really really easy. Now here, of course, is your communication parts basically. Yeah, and of course your throttle and your trim, etc. Your engines right here. You have your lighting as well, your identification right there. Using airliners for over 2 years, but yeah, it all comes down to actually, it all comes down to just practice. Keep practicing, keep flying. If you have a certain flight that you enjoy, keep flying it over and over and over again until your eyes bleed of boredom. Basically, that's what it is. Just keep flying, keep making flight plans, go fly where you want to fly. If you think, hey, today I want to fly from Amsterdam to Germany, why not? Or to Spain, or you know, go fly. Create a flight in SimBrief. Find a few very cool airports. If you have Navigraph, even better, because you're quickly up in the air then, and just start flying. Start doing those procedures. Hey, Shoni, did you say there was a knob that will be available to use with the Class Echo Mobile? Yes! Yes, there is! Yes, there is. Actually. My favorite route is Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel, Lima Foxtrot Mike November, Copenhagen to Nice. and then switching to the chopper in Nice to Monaco. Ah, nice one. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. Let me see. Yes, you are absolutely right because I was actually showing that off. I wanted to show that off actually. Now, where is my Edge browser? Bip, etty, boppity, booyah! And it's not working. Why is it not working here? Let me switch over to a different view. Because then I can actually integrate it. Again. Sorry. Pro streamer right here, my friends. There it is. All right. As you can see, shakeprint.com pairing an external knob. Pairing an external knob. The iPad thinks knob is a dirty word. I know, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, it's actually what he is doing is he is making this available as an FTL file as well. So you can actually print this yourself if you want. You can print the knob, you can actually buy all the stuff, and then all you need to do is actually get your hands, I think, on a class or an Arduino One. And everything else you can print or buy, but you can also buy it from his Etsy store soon as well. And it would not surprise me if it would become available with retailers, like for instance Flight Sim Webshop. If you want a Class Echo, you can buy that through Flight Sim Webshop as well. And to be honest, I kind of still enjoy my my Class Echo, the physical one. I enjoy that quite a lot. I still kind of enjoy that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You need a red card. You definitely need a red card. So yeah, you can actually hear how to control the mobile encoder externally. You can set that through. This is the entire instruction through SpadNext, but the knob will come out soon. So the separate knob, and not only that, you will be able to link that actually to other parts as well. So it will not only be working in, for instance, on the Class Echo, but you can work that into other parts or other peripherals as well if you want to. So yeah, it's all available. And of course, if you go to Flight Sim Webshop, they have the Class Echo as well. Right there. Not on sale, unfortunately, right now, but they do own it. This is the physical Class Echo, and this is just the kit, my friends. This is the kit. That's why it's $95, because what you will need also is the screen and the Arduino board that comes with it as well. So you have to buy that as well. So the total kit comes down to, if you want a physical kit that you can actually fit onto your peripherals, yeah. Why would you want a picture of a knob? Yeah, this is going downhill quickly, isn't it? Yeah. Cool, guys. Make sure I'm being banned from Twitch. Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's see how often we can say, let Shoni say knob. Quite a lot, actually. I like the word knob. It feels rounded. No longer family friendly. I have not said a bad word yet. I suggest a lot. I haven't said a bad word yet. I'm walking the line here. Are you sure it's an Arduino? Yes, I am absolutely sure it's an Arduino. I actually screwed that one in myself. So yeah, it's an Arduino. In this case, it's a normal Arduino board. In for the standalone knob, it's a Arduino One. So he screwed it. I screwed my knob. It's going downhill quickly, is it? It's going downhill quickly. They don't have much computing power. It doesn't need that much computing power, actually. Funnily enough, it doesn't need that much DC. Yeah, but it works great. It controls my knob excellently. This is the season to be knobbing. Exactly. We need a knob of butter. Do we need to knob the? Do we need to butter the knob in that case there still, or because that might make your knob very slippery, and I don't think you should do that. Yeah. So, all right, no problem there, Joe Fox. It works both ways. TM is rethinking some choices. Yeah, they are. So I am so sorry, Thrustmaster. Yeah, sometimes we, yeah. Ay, caramba. Exactly, yeah. But yes, guys, so you can get it there as well. But of course, you can also get it on the Etsy store from Class Echo directly. Let's see. I should have that right here. Nope, I'm going to do that. So yeah, has it right here as well. This is just the shell, my friends. As I said, this is just the shell. Nothing more. It's the shell and the knob. Yeah, it's yeah, it's just a kit basically. How come it says 230 in mine? It's yeah, I got the kit. The kit also includes the Arduino board and it includes the screen. It doesn't. If you can find those two pieces cheaper, then yeah, go for it. But yeah, you know, it basically all comes down to you can either get the Class Echo itself, which is just the outer shell. That's basically this. So you get the wires, you get the screws, you get the outer shell, the knob, and everything. Or you get the entire kit, which means you also get your hands on the. It doesn't show it actually here, but it shows. Yeah, you get the screen and stuff like that. So yeah, everything. Let's see what's going on actually. Ah, okay. I'm being. Yep. I'm hearing constantly traffic, traffic, traffic. But yep, Rawls is right there in the F-18. And I will redeem that hydrate. Now, while we have been talking, we are nearing Paris. No, they're not. No, I don't know why. I don't know why that happens sometimes. I really need to look into that, my friends. I really need to look into that. But we are nearing Paris, my friends, and that means that it's becoming time. Actually, once we cross Paris, nice, 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 nice movement right there. Once we cross Paris, actually, we will be starting to calculate our top of descent. We will be programming that descent into the MCDU. The next step is coming up. The next step is coming up, my friends. So yeah, time for work. Don't worry about it, buddy. I will see you again. I will talk to you again probably next week. So that will be good. If I don't see you, have a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed what you just did here, my friend. Because yes, it was Italian Yank fan, mostly Italian Yank fan, but also AWOLD who were responsible for You Will Be Around. Excellent for actually this stream. So yeah, it's pretty cool actually, guys. I'm really glad to be doing this. I am. So yeah, there are a lot of things actually. As I said, I need an API now. Where do I find that in SPAD next? What you actually need, you need an API. How do you mean you need an API? Because all you need is, once it's detected actually in SPAD Next, all you need to do is download the online snippet. So you click on one of the buttons. Once the Class Echo Mobile shows up in SPAD Next, and unfortunately I cannot show that because I got it configured wrong here, but well, I may be able to. Let me show you this. If I click that away. API key, that's weird. Pretty sure it never asked me for an API key. Oh. No, hang on. Yeah. What you actually need to do is you probably need to go into the beta version of SPAD Next. you need to have the beta version of Spadnex, which means you can get that key from Discord as well. I think you need to verify through Discord, if I'm not mistaken. You need to verify through Discord on the Spadnex channel. So yeah, it's a bit of a workaround, but it should, yeah, that's how I think it should work. Let me see if I can get this to work. Doing it on the fly here, my friends. Doing it on the fly. We don't want a window capture. We actually want a display capture. Let me see. Nope. That's not right. Sorry about that. Properties. Display 2, display 3. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. There it is. All right. Yeah, you can't see me right now, but pro streamer, exactly. You can't see me right now, but you can see what I'm doing right here. First of all, I am on the beta version. Funnily enough, it works a little bit quicker. But if you go right here to right here to the Class Echo Mobile, you can actually select a button right here, then select online snippets. I will drag that in here, and you get this screen right here. Cheap tablet on Amazon. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, the Kindle Fire works great. Actually, Shakeprint himself uses a Kindle. Now, if I select 320 here, for instance, you will see that it has actually two online snippets right there. In this case, you can select the fly-by-wire. And if I click now OK, it will say, do you want to replace all events on the device? In my case, I'm saying no, but in your case, you're saying yes. And if you say yes, it will completely configure it. So it is that easy how it works. And once you got that up and running, it should work. Once you have that up and running, it should work. And you can actually then do everything that you want to do. So, yeah. Unfortunately, it is my phone as well. So, yeah, it's going off like crazy right now. But it works fine on the tablet as well. All right, let's go back. Now, we were talking about displays and how everything looked. Right here, we have, of course, our flaps. Our flaps, we have our spoilers right here. This is the weather indicators that we have here. We have our wind shear. We can turn on weather and stuff like that. Right there, we have our cockpit door, which we can lock. Yes, there is a working video. How cool is that? You actually have a video screen right there. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, turn that back off if you want, right here. And if you go up, this is, of course, very daunting at first indeed. First things first, you know how to start. Have to start up your plane basically. But doing so, you can do that as long as you follow your checklist. It's not that hard. So yeah. No, there are not. We're not going there. We're not going there, DC. That is a definite red card. Shame on you. Shame on you. So, yeah. Make sure, basically, if everything is off, that means it's good. That means everything is working. If nothing is showing up, then everything is working. Just follow and walk through a checklist, and you should be fine. You should be absolutely fine. On top here, nothing is working as far as I can tell, other than, I think, the lights. These are actually, they do give light, but I think most of this stuff is all inoperable. So that doesn't work. But right now we are, yeah, moving and grooving along, actually. There's not much you can do until you start to reach The no one else remembers the Easter egg in the CRJ. I did not know there was an Easter egg in the CRJ. I know there is one in the DA64 right now, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't know there was one there. Hey, Swordfish, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? So, yeah. All right. Let's see what we are... let's see, how far in are we? How far in are we? Boop. All right. Hey, why is my map not showing up? That's weird. Oh, my map showing up. That's strange. My map wasn't showing up. All right. Flying over Paris right here. Look at that. How cool is that? Downtown Paris right there. Downtown Paris right there. Oh, Aerosol put his face in the camera view of the CRJ. He did? He did. Really? Matthijs Kok did that. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. All right. As I said, we are now passing Paris, which means we are starting to think about things like, all right, we want to land at Toulouse Airport. How are we going to go about that? Because I haven't covered that part yet. Now, what we want to know, for instance, is all this information right here. We have the air pressure, the wind speed, the temperature. We need that information right there. Also, what we can do, if we go to performance calculators, aha, handy, handy, handy. We have a top of descent calculator right there. So if I press sync, it says 38,000 feet. I want to come to about 16,000 feet at first at Narak, which means I have to start my descent 69 nautical miles before I reach Narak. Now, if I go right here, Narak, oh, Guer, once we pass Guer, we will see Narak. So, yeah, Soissons-Neuf. How did I time that, Spider? How did I time that? Spider Steve, I have no clue. I have no clue. But there it is. The proof is in the pudding. I'm not making that stuff up right there. I'm not making that stuff up. So once we cross that part, so we are now currently, let me see, where are we? Navigraph. We've just passed Paris right here. As you can see, this is Paris. Heading south. And as soon as we reach Narak, we should be laying down. We go to overlay chart. You can see that we should be below flight level 190. 190. I guess Aerosov had to decide either to hire a sound engineer for the the Twitter, or put a face on the CRJ. Ouch! They made a poor choice. Well, we should be below 190. So, in my case, I'm saying, yeah, if we hit 160, so 16,000 feet, we should be good. By that time, once we pass Narak, we can head down towards Lavku, which has, and we should be between 11,000 feet and 8,000 feet. 9,500 feet is a little bit of an indication where we should be. Once we reach this point right here, BO603, we should be at 4,000 feet, by the way. And this is one of the constraints that has been set in the plane itself. It has been set in the plane itself. So if I now go, for instance, to my flight plan, and I scroll up, which you cannot see. Let's close that off. It is Glider Pilot Jeff. Yeah, it is absolutely meant for total beginners. So you can see Lavku right here, what we talked about earlier. And you can see that right here at the top in the map, Lovecool, we will be at 9,500 feet. Decelerate even more, and then once we hit Bravo Oscar 603, which is there, Bravo Oscar 603, you can see that in the map on top, we should be at 4,000 feet. Then the next waypoint comes up to 3,000 feet. But by that time, we are already on the approach vector. So the localizer will pick that up automatically. The localizer will pick that up automatically, and then it will just glide us in. That's at least in theory. At least in theory. But right now we are still 271 nautical miles away from Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar. That is Toulouse Blagnac Airport. And of course, we still use this great set right here. I have everything here at my fingertips. Currently, as I said, this is on sale. The Thrustmaster TCA pack is on sale, so get your deals out right now. In this case, we are sponsored by Flight Sim Webshop and Thrustmaster. So Flight Sim Webshop has this on sale right now for, let me see, 119 euros. So this joystick and the throttle pack in the middle, that's 119 euros. The extra quadrant will come from $99 or 99 euros to $79 or 79 euros. So get your hands on that as soon as you can. It is only available for today on Black Friday from 1 o'clock to about 11 o'clock p.m. Central European Standard Time. And it will also again be on sale from Cyber Monday up until the 4th of December. So complete of next week, it will be available again from Cyber Monday, the 28th, up to, Does the stick also have a rudder control? Yes, it does. It has a rudder control. I'm not using it, but it does have indeed a rudder control. Yes. And Glider Pilot Jeff, it's actually, I will show it to you guys. It's actually it is the TC16000. It is an adjusted version of the T16000 version joystick. It's really, really good. I own the T16000 myself, and oh man, I love that thing. I really love that thing. So yes, it has a throttle control right here as well. This is the throttle control. Most buttons are configured already, pre-configured. So it's a really nice piece of kit. I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised, and I've been using it quite a lot last few days since I actually got it. I've been using it quite a lot. Enjoying it, actually. As I said, the only tiny caveat I have about this throttle control is that the position between idle and climb is a little bit short. It's a little bit short, but other than that, yeah. Great, I think I'm going to buy that one. Need a new one. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. It's currently, as I said, on sale. It's on sale if you go to, let me see, Black Friday. There you go. There's a link right there. You can get your hands on one on sale. If I'm not mistaken, by the way, also the joystick itself separate is on sale as well. So the joystick, it has a rudder Z-axis. Yeah, it does. It does. Exactly. Let's face it, because I have the rudder pedals down below, I usually turn that off because it conflicts with my rudder pedal that I actually have. I'm being forced down, I think. Someone is trying to tell me something. Rods, are you gliding me in, or are you actually are you threatening me? I need great Cornelio. I need TP. Are you threatening me? Huh, yeah, that was cool. So yeah, where are we now? By the way, where are we currently flying? Let's look that up. Doing that. There it is. Close that waypoint. There we go. And we are nearing Dirno. Dirmo, that is coming up next. And from there we are going to Gier. Gier, once we pass Gier, we are actually going to program old school Beavis and Butthead. Exactly. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a friend thing. All right, my friends. We have passed, as I said, we have passed Paris. We are now on our way to Toulouse. And let's see. I think we can start to program actually the MCDU right now. Going back to that. Here we go. So what we need is the air pressure. We need actually can I actually get ATIS information? Atsu AOC menu, weather request, send. All right. Return. Let's go to receive messages. No messages. Of course. Weather request. METAR. Yeah. Send. Send. Okay. There it is. There's the METAR. Hey, yeah, that works. Printing. All right. Yeah, it takes a moment. You're right. All right, this is now printing out here. Hey, that's cool. And if we click that, it goes up top. And there is all the information that we want. Nice. Now, does this actually coincide with what we have here? Yeah, it does. All right, which means I have my METAR information right here. Now, if I go to program right there. No, sorry. Am I saying this correctly? Performance. Sorry. Perf. Next phase. Next phase. We need to enter this information right here. So, first things first, QNH. The QNH we can find right here. Q1025. 1025 right there. So, 1025. Boop. Right there. All right. Temperature 11 degrees. 1109. So 11. Actually, Avold, do I use the standard temperature or the dew point temperature? I always mix those two up. Do I use the standard temperature or the dew point? Standard. Yeah. Okay. So 11 degrees. All right. There we go. Let me see. 250 at 14 knots. That is the wind and the wind direction. So, yeah, exactly. 250 at 14. There we go. Transition altitude, 6,000 feet. That should be good. All right. And we have the barrow. Now, the barrow means you have to enter your minimums. All right, Shoni, that's fine. So where do I get that? Well, for that, we actually need... Oh, sorry. No. I need to switch over to that so I can pull up Navigraph again. Let's pick up Navigraph right here. To the ILS plate right here. This is the ILS chart. It says the airport elevation or the runway elevation is at 497 feet. But you add 200 to that, which they already done on the plate anyway. So we enter 697. That's what we enter. All right, so we go back. 697, if you guys remember. There we go. Minimum set. That's it. That's all we need to do. Now all we need to do is figure out when are we 17 nautical miles away and set our altitude to 16,000 feet. So let's start to slowly get that down. Oh, whoops. There we go. That's a lot quicker. Now, as you can see, it's not going down yet. That's simply because I haven't activated it yet. It does not go down. As long as I dial it in, nothing happens as long as I don't click it. As soon as I click it up, it will start to go down. As long as I don't do that, it will not do that. There is a plane right there. So let's stay nicely and firmly here at 16,000 feet, or 38,000 feet, sorry. Let's set this to 80 nautical miles because we want to see, we have to go down at Narak. And we are not near Narak anyway. We're just passing Guer. The following will be Narak. So the following waypoint will be Narak. That will show up here. Actually, if I zoom out completely, 60, we actually see Narak there already. There is Narak right here. Guer is coming up, but that's over 140 nautical miles away. Something like that. So yeah, actually it also, and that is very handy to see, it says the amount of nautical miles you are away from the next waypoint. So as soon as we cross Guer and we head to Narak, it will give us the distance, and we can actually calculate more accurately and correctly when we have to start to descend. We have to do this manually. If you were, for instance, in the Phoenix or in the A310 even, I think, the VNAV works there. In the fly-by-wire plane, the standard and the developer version, VNAV does not work. So you have to do it manually. Again, you have to do that manually. If you are actually in one of the other planes, like for instance the Phoenix, which is much more advanced, all you need to do is actually set this to 3,000 feet. That is the approach actually where you're headed for. And it will take it down constantly, using the constraints, using the correct airspeeds until you're absolutely perfectly aligned. You don't need to do anything. It will do it for you. But in this case, you have to do it manually. So that's really, really handy to know. That is handy to know. Now, all we need to do now is simply wait until we are at the correct distance. And that's coming up pretty quickly, actually. That is coming up pretty quickly. Switching back. So we have all these views again. Take that off. There we go. So first map coming up is actually that map right there. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. That's the plate that we need. Going to the Joe, take your time. You know, it's better to descend earlier in some cases, and just, you know, if it means that you it gives you extra time, so it's not that bad actually. I'll look into that, Joe Fox. I'll look into that. Make sure you're also on our Discord channel so I can actually answer your questions about that as well. But I think they will. I think you need to actually connect somehow your Discord and to your Discord to the SPAD next. There was a thing there. There was a thing there. But trust me, it will work. It will work. It takes a little bit figuring out, but once you get there, it will work. And it works great. It's better, I think, in my opinion, to start your descent earlier and to prepare earlier than you usually would. And simply by doing completely, by repeating the flights constantly, by doing more flights and learning. That way you can get better and better and better and know what your procedures are. So it's not a bad idea. Just practice makes perfect. Practice does make perfect in this case. Same thing holds true when flying GA. It also holds true for flying commercial. It's just a little bit more procedure here and there, a little bit more to think of. And in my case, what really helps is getting your hands on stuff like Navigraph, for instance. That helps out quite a lot. So yeah, that's something you really want. But yeah, it's practice does make perfect. Are we there yet? Nearly, actually. We are getting close, buddy. Top of descent, I think it's between 40 and 60 nautical miles from here. Yeah. In my case, I calculated actually that by the time we reach Narak, I should be at 69 nautical miles, Ewald. 69 nautical miles, I will be at 16,000 feet at Narak, which is 3,000 feet lower actually than we could be. I just need to be below 19,000 feet once we cross Narak. So right now, as you can see right here, we crossed Guier. It now shows Narak as its waypoint, 107 nautical miles. So by the time we reach 175 nautical miles, I think we actually are starting our descent to 16,000 feet. Not 19,000 feet, but 16,000 feet. So yeah, it just sets circles with fixed info. It does. You're absolutely right. But in this case, it's, yeah. We have to do it manually anyway, unfortunately. So once we actually can see the airport already there as well. As you can see, that is actually the airport that we're heading for. That is the airport that we're headed for. Let's see. Previous phase. All right. Good. Shoni, question about the stick and the throttle. Does it use a USB connection to your PC? Because otherwise, I need to buy a new USB dock. Unfortunately, Glider Pilot Jeff, it has two USB connections. Yes, it will use two USB connections. If you actually have the expanded set right here, this is the expanded set that you see. So that is the flaps. You get from the standard set. You basically get only the throttle, the engines, and the joystick. You can get the expanded set. Those connect to the throttle themselves. You cannot use these separately. You have to have the throttle to make use of the flaps and the spoilers. But they will connect to the middle console of the throttle, and that is connected through a USB cable. So I have to say, I really have to say, Thrustmaster really thought this through. I just can't. I really can't think of anything bad to say about this. I like it. I actually like it. I mean, this is a very, very good deal if you consider if you just fly a lot of Airbus. You can't go wrong with this thing. You really can't. And it's plug and play. You plug it in, it works. Posted a picture of the circles you can see. Helps remember how you get down. Yeah. Let me see. Bup, bup. You set it in cargo hold, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay. How do you set that, actually? How do you do that? You can do it in the... you can set them in the... F-plan upper left. Yep. Upper left button. What do you mean by upper left button? Right here? Because that's Guerre. There's your navigation screen. You mean right there? That's not it. learning here. Left top one, that one. Oh, radials. Fix. The one before. So this one. Yes. So we want one on Narak, for instance. Not sure if I'm getting this. I'm not sure if I'm getting this. Oh, hang on. You mean like that? That. Oh, by the way, how far off are we? Yeah, I need to descend, and I need to do it now. By the way. Yeah, please post a picture. Yeah, if you could, because I'm not getting this. I am not getting this. This is messy. Flight plan. But we are already descending, so I set my descent. Was a little bit late, but that's fine. We will be below 19,000 feet anyway by the time we reach it, so that should be good. And now you can also hear a little bit that the announcements are now running, basically. Yeah. Oh, that button. Oh, hang. I don't. Yes. Oh, fix info. Oh. I get it. Hang on a tick, but I can do that for. Can't I do that for Narak? No, return. So there. Fix info. Don't forget the. Yeah. That is a good point, actually. We have to indeed start up things like the seatbelt signs have to go on right here. So those are on again. You just type Narak. All right. Narak right here? It's that easy? Huh. Right. And now? I know how to do this actually in the. And then the radius distance. So that would be. Yeah, it was actually 70 nautical miles. So in this case. Unfortunately, we're there already, but. Radius, not radial. Ah. Sorry. Can I clear that? Yep. 70 to radius. Okay. So if I now go. Yeah, we are actually in the radius right now. You're right. So. That is handy to know. You can see it right there. Hey, Viper Strike, good morning, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Are we still descending? Yes, we are still descending. I am switching a lot now, guys, so bear with me. So if I actually... Oh, no. Set fix 2. So if I set, for instance, Lovku... I think that's 25 nautical miles, something. Lovku. Fix. Yeah. 2, 5. Interesting. Good to know. Nice. Doing very well. Excellent, buddy. Aha. Thanks. I always wondered where that was in the Airbus. I know where it is in the on the FMC in the Boeing, but I didn't know where that was in the Airbus. Excellent. You see, even I'm learning something new. Even I'm learning something new. And we are now headed down, flying. We're still 32 nautical miles away, but we're descending to 16,000 feet right here. 16,000 feet coming down towards Toulouse. Blagnac Airport, that's where we will be landing today. And that's actually the factory of Boeing. The factory of Boeing, of course, in France. So we will have flown this A320 Boeing from Hamburg factory to the French factory, which is pretty nice. We are descending nicely here. Autopilot is running great. Let's see, what else do we need? Everything is on right there. Let's get the list. Let's get the list. I'm going to overshoot the airport. Oh no! Oh no! Let's see. Pushback, startup. We've done that. Landing. No. Hang on. There we go. Cruise, descent. So. Navigates, anti-icing. Don't need that. Seatbelt signed as required. Barrow set. We're not there yet, but it is 10. You're 28. But that's the thing. You need to do that top of descent calculation right here, Joe Fox. It's very important to know your top of descent calculations, actually, so you will hit your marks correctly. As I said, this is only in the fly-by-wire version, because the fly-by-wire version does not have VNAV, at least not the stable or the developer version. I think the experimental has working VNAV, but then again, you're flying the experimental, which is basically asking for problems. So yeah. Circle, yeah. You have to get into a hold pattern and get down. Yeah. Get down, yeah. Get down, get on the runway, get down. All right, let's set this. And then performance has been set. Let me see. We should be hitting an approach speed of 132 with a landing speed of 127 at a full flaps configuration. So keep that in mind. 132, 127 at full flaps. That's what we need to do. The QNH is 125. We'll need to set that as soon as we are below 10,000 feet. Then we start to set that. Seatbelt signs go on, landing lights go on, wing lights go on. Exactly. And then we are setting our landing. Which means we're arming spoilers, setting auto brakes, setting flaps to landing, stuff like that. So yeah. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Hitting 19,000 feet nearly, and we're not on Narak yet. So we should be doing good. I'm setting it to 40 right now. I posted a link for the fix of loud multiplayer planes on Discord airport lines. Thank you very much, Spider Steve. I will look into that after the stream. So once we hit Narak, we are going to do another calculation. We are going to set it for 4,000 feet, actually. Although it would not surprise me if we can keep continuing heading down. But we want to hit that 4,000 feet at Lavku. No, that's not right. 9,500 feet. Excuse me, 9,500 feet. That's the flight level that we want to hit. And from Lavku, we should be heading down to 3,000 feet. 4,000 feet. And then 3,000 feet, but then basically the ILS will take over. We're coming in for a landing. We should be good. Yeah. We haven't even crossed Narak yet, which is below 19,000 feet. We do not have, as far as I could tell, any speed restrictions. So that's good. Keep in mind that there could be speed restrictions once you enter these areas. Sometimes you have to fly no faster than, for instance, 250 knots. So make sure you actually keep an eye out for those speeds as well, and those constrictions as well. In this case, we only have a height constriction. As I said, next one up, 110 to 180. So I am going to actually sync that again. I'm going to set that to 9,500. 20 nautical miles, exactly as I suspected. I have to enter that, otherwise I cannot switch. And as soon as we reach that 20-mile zone, make sure that we actually set it as well. Five. There we go. Switch that back. All right. Yeah, Blagnac is where we're landing. Exactly, yeah. All right. And let's go down again. Let's go down again. Now we can also start thinking now of slowing the plane down. Currently we are still at Mach 5.78. So yeah, we need to start thinking about slowing down as well. So say let's head for 250 to start. Netherlands versus Ecuador. Oh, good lord. All right, click that down. And you should see the plane actually starting to slow down as well. So we are not only descending. 10 nautical miles extra to the top of the descent calculator for braking to 250. Ah, okay, so you actually would not set this to 20 nautical miles, but 30 nautical miles as well. Yeah, because you can see it actually does start to stop descending. But that's fine, because I think once we hit, we should be able to hit that in time. Maybe we end up a little bit higher, but that's fine as well. $14,000 feet, so we should start thinking as well about activating things like the... let's see, what are we going to do? We need to set the altimeter. That is 1025, if I'm not mistaken. 1025. We need to set the seatbelt signs. They are on already. Seatbelt signs, landing lights, wing lights. Yeah. I have to do a manual approach. The ILS, it's quite of what it's drawing. Yeah. All right, my friends, coming in for the approach. And you see, you're not flying outside in a plane like this. The views are excellent. They're brilliant. Hey, Buddy P, good to see you, buddy. And of course, this is one of the larger birds that we have here. It's flying in a nice little flock right there, and it's heading south. It is becoming winter, so all these tiny little flocks, they are now heading south for the border. And yes, they are moving to new breeding grounds and grazing grounds, actually. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bought the Airbus stick and throttle with the extension pack. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. You will not be disappointed. It's a very good deal. I really think it is. And it's not just because I'm testing it right now. This is my honest opinion. This is really my honest opinion, guys. It's nice stuff. It feels a little bit plasticky, but not too bad, you know? It's, yeah. Congratulations indeed, man. Good vibes for you. Good vibes. There you go, buddy. All right. So, we already are crossing below 11,000 feet, which is good. So we're heading below. We should be below 11,000 feet once we pass Lavku. I am going to set this to 4,000 feet and then slow down to 200. And we should start thinking about flaps. Flappy flap flap. Actually, we should start thinking about... yeah. What slow? Yeah, hey, I'm doing this for beginners, buddy. This is beginners. All right. 1025. 1025. There we go. No. Oh, not annoying at all. Knock it off. Thank you. Wrong button, wrong button. 200. We're just slowly but steadily bringing it in. We're slowly but steadily bringing it in. That's what we're doing. All right. Applying the flaps. Speed brake and gear down. It does help. Yeah, it does. All right. We are also turning on. Turning on the taxi. There we go. That should all be on right now. Let's see. Lights are on. Check. All right. Then for the landing, gear down. Yeah, that helps actually. Exterior lights to all, nose wheel lights to take off, auto brakes armed. We can do that as well, by the way. The auto brakes armed. So we are using the knob again. Watch the top right here. We're setting it to medium. There we go. Medium has been set. We don't need to brake max. That's no. Yeah, it will. It will. It absolutely will. But you know, we're going full the way it's supposed to do. And we are arming the speed brakes as well, right there. Or the the ground spoilers. Spoilers are armed. Auto brakes have been set. And we are now slowly but steadily moving towards 4,000 feet. $180. And we're bringing it in slow. Come on, there we go. 180, we're bringing it in slow. There's a very good reason to do this. This is a beginner's way. You can... Usually you do this at a much later state, but we are doing it a little bit early simply because we want to make sure that you pick up everything correctly at the correct speeds, everything. Ooh, are we going to reach that at that? You know what? I'm going to go a little bit steeper than that. No? Not sure if we can reach that 4,000 feet. By the time we make that turn, by the way, So I am going a little bit... I'm trying to actually slow down a lot more now even. Let's go to 150. Set it to 3,000 feet. Still a little bit high. Start LS right there. And click approach. Yeah, we're too high. We're way too high. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this down. In time, hopefully. This might go horribly wrong right now. Actually, I am going to slow it down a little bit, giving a little bit of... There we go, there we go. Now, deploying the spoilers, the air brakes. Nearly there, nearly there. That's better. Come on, baby. 49. Zero. Yep, the localizer has picked up. Right, take that back. Set these again, because we just used the brakes to actually slow down quite a lot. We are already on the approach. I am deploying the gear, the landing gear. Here we go. Yeah. There's a lot going on. That's fine. All right, I think that's it. Yep. Gear, exterior lights, nose, wheels. Yep. We got the localizer picks up, ground speed. Yep. Brake medium. As you can see, it's now bringing us in right here. Airspeed 140. Actually, the approach was 132. If you guys remember. Oh, actually, it's 136. 136. Fine. Yeah. Full flaps. There's the runway. Right ahead of us. There's the runway right ahead of us. That's it. A little more than a little 172. I know, right, Scooter? I know. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, definitely. Yeah, we just broke through the cloud, so we should be good. Please put your seats in an upright position. Get your feet out of the hot tub. This might be a bumpy ride. It might be a bumpy ride, my friends. All right. Let's set the airspeed to 132. Bringing itself in here. As I said, this is for absolute beginners. I will disconnect the autopilot at about 3 to 200 feet. I miss Harry Potter. Potter! As soon as we hit 50 feet, we're retarding, which means we're bringing the engines back to idle. And then just at 30 feet, we start to flare. We flare the nose, we pull the nose up a little bit. We have a slight headwind, so don't pull it up too aggressively. We just crossed 1,000. So the next call out will be 500. At about 50. 50 at 50 feet. Oh, going to disconnect the AP at about 300 feet. Between 300 and 200 feet.
500.
That's a 500 call out. 400. I'll disconnect at 200. About 200. We're a little bit off to the side. I know that, but that has to do with the way the airport is aligned. It's not aligned correctly. So it's really annoying. I just disconnected the autopilot right here. 100. 50.
30, 20,
Here comes the flare.
10, 5.
Reverse. Very, very shaky. Right, I'm heading off here. I think that's kind of butter. I thought so too. Well, I may be an absolute beginner, but I absolutely love you guys, so. Come on. Oh, no. Come on, come on. Oh, why is it swerving? It's. Oh, hang on a tick. That is the. There we go. Now let's see if we can find a nice stand somewhere. I know that thing is is reversing. I am absolutely sorry for who is reversing right now, but it's not my problem. You should not be reversing when I come here. Ha! That'll teach you. Let's see if I can close this off. And then zoom in a little bit here to see where we can go. I think that there's a nice stand over there. Oh, I actually stopped the plane. That wasn't supposed to happen. I did. I actually did. Yeah, I really, really did. You're right. Oh, yeah, there are a few stands right there which I can take. Oh, there are a few empty ones over there. So let's head over there. The right runway. If I'm not mistaken, it was right, wasn't it? Yeah, 32 right. Jamel flying here. All right, I'm going to take this stand right here. Actually, no, I'm doing this incorrectly. Hang on a tick. Where are the... I need to go there. Sorry. There we go. That's a lot better. It's hard doing this outside. It's really hard. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's a lot easier to do it like this. Yeah, definitely. Following lines for absolute beginners. Exactly. Funnily enough, flying a commercial plane outside, it's really really hard. All right, and that's it. Parking brake is on. All right, after the landing, landing lights go off. So let's do that. Nose light off, runway off, beacon off because I don't want to blind anyone. All right, spoilers. We need to control 8. No, control 6. There we go. Spoilers are retracted. There we go. We can turn off the weather radar. Off, off. And that to off. Wind shear can go off. Off. Back to standby. APU as required. Well, we can actually connect it, of course, to a... and what we can do, actually, right now, which is kind of fun to do. Control 0. If we go to services right here, you can actually connect the jetway. Oh, nice one. Jamel right in front of me with the helicopter. Everyone else is coming in. Everyone else is coming in. I'm sorry I cannot do the landings today. Unfortunately, I cannot do the landings today. Of course, we are doing the shutdown. We're doing the shutdown procedure, so yeah. Your flaps are still out. You're absolutely right there, Orca. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much. Flaps should be indeed up. Let's go to APU as required. Well, we can turn external power on. And parking brake, nav aids, flight directors can go off. Actually, have we turned the engine off? Flaps, flaps, flaps. Engine, engine. And it basically should now say, there it is. Now I'm going to continue. Don't worry. I am going to continue. But it's as easy as that. It is as easy as that. Flying Shoney. Moonfall. Yeah, this was basically flying for flying a commercial plane as an absolute beginner. What I actually wanted to show you guys is, of course, we have been flying GA for quite a while, having a lot of fun with that. There we go. Having a lot of fun with that, but it is also very, very cool to fly, of course. Very cool to fly commercial planes like this, so yeah. You're gonna do another flight now. Orca, no, unfortunately, this is our flight for today. It was basically just to show you guys how do I actually approach this, how do I go about this, and mostly to show you all it's not that hard. It's not that hard, actually. It's another discipline. Yes, it's another way to learn flight simming. There's a lot of information there. But once you get the hang of it, once you start to use things like checklists, it all becomes a lot easier. It all becomes a lot more tactile. Tactile. The most important thing you actually can learn is how to program your MCDU. How do I use how do I actually create a flight plan using SimBrief? What information can I get out of the flight plan? How do I program that into the MCDU or the FMC? So we have in a few weeks the PNDG and the Phoenix and the 1464 beginners. Yeah, basically. But it was great having you all here, my friends. Thank you all very much for landing here in Toulouse. By the way, that right there, Joe Fox just came in on the wrong runway, but that's fine. He made it. And the Airbus factory is, of course, in this area right here. Because this is Blagnac Airport. This is the home base of Airbus in France. I think it's actually over there, if I'm not mistaken. I transitioned last month from the A320 to the 777 in real life. In fact, even for us, we're always learning. That is absolutely true there. What you're saying is so true, but also that is so cool when in aviation. Ah, here it is. Yeah. So that was our flight for today, my friends. I really enjoyed it. I really had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. As I said, please go check out the Black Friday deals from Thrustmaster and on the Flight Sim web shop. I will give you that link right here. And also go check out, of course, the mobile versions of Shakeprint simulations. Class, Echo. Go check those out. For Shakeprint simulation, you will need to have SPADNex, so keep that in mind. You will need SPADNex, but other than that, thank you all very much for being here. I truly enjoyed myself with you guys. Flying for the first time, actually teaching you how to do a commercial flight. I hope you found it informative. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And maybe we'll do another one soon. Maybe we will do another one soon. Lots of fun, though. That's good to hear, buddies. Leaves me just to say thank you all very much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And don't forget to laugh and smile. Bye-bye, y'all. Look at that. I mean, the wing flex, it is so cool that it's going up and down. I feel bouncy. I feel bouncy. Anyway, yeah.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh.
Chew that goodness,
Whoa,
baby.
whoa.
Oh, you know you like it.
Oh.
Oh, you know you like it, Tony.
Wow. I did not expect that. They moved. Yeah, one of the big five. Baganario, yes. No! Everyone have a great weekend. Thank you all for spending your time with me, and I will see you all again next week. Bye-bye.